What's up?
Okay, cool. I mean,
Yeah, what's up?
like, I can post about it. I was just making a post in case you didn't on competitive Minecraft. So I can put that up now if you want.
That's fine if you want to.
Okay, cool.
Alright, I'm going to load up map person now.
Cool.
Who's sumoing for map choice?
I will.
Do as team
Who's
captain.
sumoing for map choice?
Strangers.
Is sumo happening then?
Yeah, for lane selection.
Cool. Wait, do you not?
Or map selection, I should
Yeah. Oh, can I have that, by the way?
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Each other
Alright, do you
against
want
Celta.
first or second Ben?
Wait, are we getting advantage?
Yeah, strange one.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we want
No,
to
he
veto
means the
second.
order we veto. We always veto
We
second.
want to veto second.
Wait, wait,
What do you want as your first Ben?
Tunnel vision.
Version. Okay.
Yeah,
What do you want as your first Ben?
We
Sylvan.
will ban Sylvan Close.
Sylvan.
So,
What is your map choice?
Wait, what?
We said Twisted Ruins, right? Did we? Yes. We're all good in Twisted Ruins?
Is that the same we played last time? Yeah, right?
Yeah, Twisted Ruins.
This is a good idea, and I agree with it.
Twisted Ruins.
God, are you
What is
trolling,
your
dude?
map
Alright,
choice?
guys.
You have to be
Wait.
trolling
They
us.
just picked our picks, so hold on. So AK or Rain Eater? I think we should pick AK.
No, we shouldn't. Well, actually, yeah, they probably restrat Rainier. Well, I feel confident
Huh?
Rainier. Let's just go Rainier. What do you think, Ben?
I kind of want to do AK.
I really feel
but-
confident Rainier, Ben.
No, no, no. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. If we ban,
They might
alright,
debate us, Ben. I don't want to get debated.
if we pick Rain
It's
Eater,
Paul's
okay.
map too. Like he knows it
So
pretty
what?
well.
He's not like a fucking diamond armor and a
Guys,
chest.
shut up, shut up, shut up. If we pick Rain Eater, then we have to ban Procession next. But what are they gonna ban? Erosion or it'll probably gonna say
Yeah,
Erosion for
alright,
last
alright.
again.
We should
So we
pick.
gotta be careful here.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be the
Well,
Because do we want this AK strat? Because we had it ready. Like they didn't. This
feel
was our
confident
pick to
in AK.
save for the whole turning.
no. I feel confident Rainier.
All right.
all right, we'll pick Rain Eater.
Probably gonna
So
ban
we
AK.
literally reverse our picks. Is that how it is?
Hopefully they leave AK. I think they might leave.
They're not gonna leave AK.
They might.
What is your final ban?
Final ban is Procession.
Happens when
What
there's
is
no
your-
freaking advantage from
No,
winning.
No, it's there. It's them. It's them now.
No, they told me I just haven't typed it yet.
Oh, well, we need to know what they ban so we can ban.
That's why I said I haven't typed it yet.
Oh.
Hurry up!
Yes.
Wait,
we ban
really?
Erosion,
You're
right?
trolling, right?
Ban Erosion, and then we
We're,
get.
we're banning Erosion
AK?
to play AK. Dude, what the fuck? We just gotta
What?
do this mess.
What? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Alright, so it looks like we'll be starting on the banning kingdom.
Cool. Okay, that'll be sort of nice in considering that map did not get played last time. Yeah, and then the other two maps are the same as before.
Oh yeah, they both chose the same maps they chose.
Yeah. Interesting that Sublime Waffles chose Twisted Runes even though they lost on it last time, although I guess that was
They- they
partially due to
have-
lag.
They also have a different roster this time, different server and different people. They have Paul this time instead of ZZ.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess like Twisted Runes is a fairly sort of wool running heavy map, and Paul's a pretty good wool runner, at least for PvE. So makes some sense, I suppose.
I also just realized that on the stream it's like huge black on the sides. I don't know how to make this full screen.
Okay. I do not know much about setting these things up, unfortunately. Yeah, to people who are watching this, our regular streamers could not make it, but Sprock has come to save the day and is streaming with hopefully okay quality.
I don't know why there's full screen. It goes to full screen. Maybe the black bars are just on my end. Do you see them?
I'll go check it out right now.
I don't know. When I full screen it, the game looks full screen in the display, so it must be right.
There are black bars on the side, but it's too bad, I guess.
Yeah, when I go full screen, the game fills the entire monitor, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, now it's fine. Yeah, when you go full screen, it works. I guess I can just watch the chat then.
Alright, so that's Sublime Waffles get lane choice. Alright, let's see if I can, you know, I don't even have the streaming stuff set up right. I'm not even gonna risk trying to,
What
get
stuff is set up?
the display. Or the
Oh,
preview,
the client
map
HUD.
preview. No, I was gonna try doing the map preview, but
Oh, right.
I don't have scenes set up properly.
Okay. So Ock, last time the matches were Erosion, Twisted Ruins, and Rain Eater, and this time, so we still have Twisted Ruins and Rain Eater, but this time we have Abandoned Kingdom as the first map. As Minor Fugitives opted to ban Erosion, which they lost on last time. And the next map that we play on is decided based on who wins this one. So we get to play on the
We'll
map
play
that the loser
loser's
chose.
choice.
Oh, we have one person dropping down for Minor Fugitives, which is Muck. No one going down for Sublime Waffles.
I wonder if he's going to do the rush cannon. In the
Yeah, I
first
think
area.
I've seen him do that before in scrims, so I think that is quite likely. Although last time Sublime Waffles didn't even go for these resources, so I don't know how much they'll care about him doing that. Yeah, BGR getting 2 kills, Sublime Waffles definitely getting the lead in the early PvP, but Strangey has made it over the mountain. We're still somewhat exposed. He is rushing for... what is in this chest? Rushing for the axe. Interesting.
And Muck is setting up the cannon now.
Okay, Matt Susan's made it to the house, and he's got the TNT. He may be looking to set up a cannon.
I don't know if Muck's going to fire this again. It didn't seem to quite get what he was looking for. Looks like
okay.
he's moving on.
Yeah, Matt Susan's setting up a cannon for the diamond room. It's just a dry cannon by the looks of it.
And no one
Yeah, probably to
to cannon the house this time.
Yeah,
Which we've seen on every other match on this map.
I guess he's probably prioritizing the diamond room because it has the enchanting, which is really big on this map. But he might go back to the house afterwards.
Just see if he fires again. He did make it wet, so he can fire it multiple times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's going down the map to third at all. Both teams opting to stay in
Looks like he's firing.
the first half. Yeah. Oh, and he's firing one higher up to take out, I guess, spots for a cannon on the opposing team side. Fairly smart. Yeah, it seems like both teams are sort of trying to go for more of a resource-heavy resource denial strategy rather than trying to rush third or anything like that. I guess that hasn't worked out too well for some teams in the past. For example, Make a
It
Wish.
seems they have accounted for the fact that even when they get to the house first and set up the house cannon for the TNT supplies, the teams always seem to just get the supplies out anyways.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although we have a bit of a cannon battle going on. Oh no, they've used a slab! That seems... Okay, and Strangey's cannon is getting blown up by that kind of sneaky cannon from that's hidden down inside the dirt that Matt Susan's built. Yeah. Taking out their presence there, and that's the enchanting table. Yeah. And there aren't any entities, so that's that gone. Let's see if there are any people actually trying to get... Yeah, we have Contranaut in the mob field resources right now, and no one in those resources for Sublime Waffles. And he is just clearing out the mobs right now. Probably have those soon. Oh, Matt Susan has been taken out now, but he's sort of done what he needed to do in some ways. Oh, and we have someone going down for the diamond resources now for Sublime Waffles. it is Tsar Paul. Oh, we have an attempt on first wall actually from BJR. It looks like minor fugitives have noticed him because I saw some arrows coming in. He's hasn't made it very far, but he does have Matt Susan and Kowalski in the area to cover him. So we'll have to see how this goes.
Almost a quarter stack of doors in his inventory.
He's getting shot from both sides and taken out by Muck, who made a nice little sniper area from the tunnel that they have through the mountain. Sublime Waffles did not opt to make a tunnel, which means that minor fugitives are going to have a sort of advantage with the infrastructure there. It means if they die, they can get down lane quicker, whereas Sublime have to go all the way over the mountain.
Minor fugitives are trying to rebuild this diamond cannon, or are they just trying to?
Yeah, looks like it, because Paul is still in there. I don't actually see where he's gotten to. Did he not? Oh, he just grabbed the enchanting table and went out, I think. Yeah, he's gone for the... Oh, he's just... So I'll just TP to him.
He's tunneling around.
Yeah, he's just tunneling around trying to get the diamonds.
In spectator mode, you can do the player highlight.
Okay. I don't think I flipped any of the doors. I'm very sorry if I did. We can, I don't know, we can watch that again in the stream. It looks like he is back in there now, and no one's shooting at BJR at all. I don't know if minor fugitives just... Oh, there we go. Now someone's shooting. Okay, there he definitely messed up the door placement. That one was not on me. But he is now successfully blocked in. Yeah, it seems like Sublime Waffles are trying quite a similar strat to what they did against Make-A-Wish. But in that case, their first run went completely unnoticed, whereas BJL's under a bit more pressure this time.
He's almost low enough in the wall that it'll be hard to pressure.
Yeah. Although we see Muck making a bit of an ox spot here, so that he can shoot at BJL without getting shot from the top of the hill. Let's see what Ben's up to. Contranaut. He's getting the resources. Oh, and he has set up a cannon which has taken out a good chunk of Sublime Waffles resources.
They just cannoned out the doors in first so that VGR was healing behind. With a dry cannon from Muck, it looks like.
Oh, and he was shot, yeah.
Setting up another cannon here above.
Yeah, that's really big because, like, before where he. Oh wow, yeah. If they can get the cannon kill on Paul, that'll be really. It sort of seems a bit too far to the side, but I guess at least it can take out some of the diamond ore that just prevent him from getting it. It looks like Paul is actually just heading out now. I think he's realized he's gotten what he can.
And they might be aiming for the TNT supplies here and just mistimed it.
Yeah, if they do it on less layer, they can definitely hit that with that cannon. Oh, using redstone torches for the cannon, I guess if you don't have a button, it works well enough. But yeah, losing that first rush is kind of unfortunate. Because yeah, they can't really go back in and get to this stuff. Although now enchanting is out, so Sublime Waffles will have a resource advantage for now, but I imagine Contranaut will be finishing his resource run shortly if he has not already.
Which he's now down in the enchanting room grabbing the explosive.
Okay, he's going for those as well. So once he comes out, they will once more have the resource advantage.
Their enchanting table is destroyed.
Yeah, that is a big factor actually, but they'll have a lot more diamonds. Yeah, there is an anvil on this map, so there's the potential to potentially make some very powerful bows with that, and I think you already get a power 2 that you can repair with the anvil. In fact,
Waffles the first people making it further down the line.
Yeah, Matt Susan's going to grab the anvil right now, so it looks like he is going to do something along those lines.
And he has the power 2 bow as well, like you were mentioning.
Okay, and now it is night, so we'll have to see where teams base up and set their spawns. My
They're
guess is
cannoning
mine if...
down at Ben.
Oh yeah, if they can kill him, that'll be big, but he's at full health and he could probably just get out. Oh! Okay. Down to half health now, but I think he's probably going to be safe before that next shot hits. Yeah, I think he's realised that he's probably gotten what he can safely. Weirdly enough, both teams like missed the TNT supplies chest in the mines area. I don't know if Ben's going to go for it now as he tunnels out. Doesn't look like it. Oh, unless he was...
Back.
Yeah, he probably mined that block
timing
out to see where it was. Yeah. Yeah, Matt Susan's leveling up and enchanting and repairing things now. And it looks like Minor Fugitives do have their bed set.
Power 3 bow against
Wow.
a team with spotty armor until Ben can get back up to him.
Yep. And Minor Fugitives have set their base in the tunnel. They've got a sort of semi-oxbot set up, so it looks like they're definitely trying to lock down first wall.
It looks like Minor Fugitives is moving down the lane.
Yeah, Ben going for the mob eggs chest. It'll be interesting to see what he does with that. He's taken the mushroom eggs, which he's most likely going to be using for source of this map, because you can just get mushroom soup.
Food source in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Spawn
There. There's not a lot of other food on this map, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Sublime Waffles haven't gone for their mushrooms yet, which is weird because Matt did go over there. I don't know if they just don't know about the trick or just forgot or what.
We've got a bit of a 4v4 stalemate just here.
Well, we have BJR back in first, now in full diamond. For some reason, not enchanted. I guess maybe they thought it was more sensible to use the levels for getting a nice bow. But he's
very
most of the
close
way
to
there.
being done.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be able to stop him, especially without any kind of power. Oh, actually, Muck has a power 1 bow somehow. Not quite sure how they managed to get that.
He's at half health.
If they can set up a cannon for him, they could maybe... Oh, yeah, he's just going to keep going, I guess, because he's worried about cannons.
Yeah, they killed him last time he was in there with that. Pretty nice kill.
Yeah, and everyone's focused around here, because, yeah, if he gets this, this is really big. Well, actually, I say everyone's focused around here. Strangey is actually in the mines area, and it looks like he may be setting a route up to the Victory Monument while no one's watching.
When I had seen him, he was grabbing wood, which I assumed was for bowls for the mushroom.
Yeah, he might just, he's got, like, he has, like, 2 stacks of wood on him, so he could definitely be using those blocks to make a way up to the Victory Monument. I don't think you need that many bowls, and that's the green wall touch. BJR. I'll have to see if he tries to pass around, and it looks like, yep, he is doing exactly that. Yep, and he has brought an extra chest. So, potentially Minor Fugitives could try to cannon that, but it's very risky because they could end up blowing up the wall chest, which is against the rules. Yeah, although it does look like Matt Susan is maybe seeing him. He seemed to be going into that area.
Yeah, he did receive a few arrows in his direction.
BJR fell out of the world. Was that after passing around his armor?
Yes.
Okay.
Armor? Yeah, he passed around everything.
Okay.
Seems awful early to be investing this heavily in making your victory.
I think they might be planning to lock down the Victory Monument from the top of it, which can be quite strong on this
Might be
map.
looking just to do a stall strategy.
And also, I don't know, maybe he's just thinking it's easier to get it out of the way when the other team isn't watching, although now they sort of are. But with this sort of pillar with blocks on 3 sides, it's going to be difficult for them to stop him unless they try and cannon it. Does he have any water? He has
Yes,
3 ice
three
blocks,
ice.
so he can water this. Oh, I just realized, Muck. Okay, Muck is on top of second wall. It looks like he is going past second wall to third. So, yeah, I suppose since their first lockdown failed, they need to lock down some things.
He has the supplies for the Icarus to get up there.
Yeah, so I guess they're thinking they can either lock down third or the Victory Monument. Muck's spending a little bit of time on top of second. Not that many things have spawned. Oh, it's a bit. Yeah, ideally, you want to spend as little time as possible around this wall because you activate the spawners through the bedrock. And it can get pretty nasty in there. Oh, and the pillar is being watered right now, so they should have a safe way up to the Victory Monument now.
There
And
are
BJ
air
also-
pockets on either side that should be fairly easy to land at TNT.
Yeah.
Too.
That's true, actually.
But whether Sublime Waffles realizes or not is another story.
Yeah, as Doc said, I think they minor fugitives have tried the Victory Monument lockdown strat quite a few times before. They've scrimmed us and they've done this sort of thing. So I don't think this is like a sort of backup plan. I think this is what they were hoping to do. And if they could lock down first as well, it's kind of a bonus. And now, yeah, you can see Strange he is making a much better water for the pillar, so it's going to be really hard to cannon.
We'd have to like get it behind somehow.
Yeah, you could. It's doable because you could have it pass through the water and then explode while behind, but it's definitely difficult. It looks like Muck isn't going to Icarus at all. He's just like mining his way up the tree.
Sublime Waffles down there now as well. You're getting close.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, he could like get shot off his Icarus or whatever, but because of where he is in the tree, he can't get shot from Sublime Waffles' side at all, so it's just a lot safer. And I guess they also won't really know where he is because he's making sure to shift.
And they have completed their watered victory. Setting up a supply chest on the top with lots of TNT.
I wonder if they'll actually try to cannon out the opposing team's Victory Monument, because one way to break a Victory Monument lockdown is to Icarus, but you can't Icarus onto your monument if there's no monument left. Oh, and there's the mushroom up the top of the Victory Monument, so whoever's standing up there will have as much food as they want.
Mark is getting close to the top of the tree, and Paul is looking to cross to the island as well.
Yes, and the other mushroom is in the tunnel arms at first, so they have mushrooms in both their bases. Yeah, they definitely seem to have invested a lot more into infrastructure than Sublime Waffles had. I feel like this could come back to haunt Waffles. Yeah, we do have Paul, who has made a safe bridge to the island, which the tree is on. And seems like Muck isn't really that interested in stopping him, he's more interested in just getting third wall for himself. And he is now at the top and is going to be bridging over to the wall box.
Well, it's fairly imperative that they get at least one wall here.
Yeah, Muck did.
Since Sublime Waffles do have the first wall touch on that. He's been
One thing
shotgun
that-
into the mobs. That's fine.
Oh dear. Yeah, and because that stuff is in the shared lane, potentially minor fugitives could claim that for themselves. It looks like there's at least some form of enchanted bow in there. I'm surprised neither team took the fishing rod to third, because that has a lot of knockback and is quite useful there for if you get into a melee PvP fight, you can just knock the other person out of the world.
Paul made the bridge over to the final island, but I'm not seeing where he went.
I'll
Looks like he dropped his resources off, so maybe he died. He has no gear.
What, you mean where he died to the creeper?
That would be it.
Just TP to me.
Oh, on the backside of the island. Gotcha.
Yeah, it looks like he should be able to get that stuff back. If he has a bow, so he can just shoot the mobs.
And Muck is running around fighting mobs inside of the tree right now for some reason.
We also have Matsuzen running second wall right now. He's halfway up the tube. There aren't very many mobs there, so he should be able to get this fairly easily. He's in a mixture of leather and chain, so not the best armor, but he's run this wall a lot of times before, so I expect he'll be fine with this. And we do indeed have minor fugitives cannoning out Sublime Waffles Victory Monument. We have Continent on the Victory Monument doing just that. I think he's going to set up a whole line of cannons.
And Matt has basically finished his run of second.
Yeah, that was really fast.
That means they only need... You said he was like starting his run and he was done before I even got here from third.
Yeah. We have Strangey who's trying to shoot at him, but I feel like he might be doing more harm than good, and he's spawning mobs on his own side, and he's not really doing too much to stop Matsuzen, because Matsuzen just has blocks, so he can he's pretty safe from where he is now.
This is a fairly thorough cannoning here.
Yeah, also Muck has bridged out from third and dropped Red Wool into his team's lane, so Strangey may be looking to come along and pick that up at some point. Muck's IGN is Swab Cum by the way, and Muck appears to be camping out in the wool box to try and lock this down, and while he's hanging out here he's going to spawn a whole load of cave spiders that are going to be a pain for anyone from Sublime Waffles that comes to try and get this.
He's decently low on food, so he doesn't have a lot of survivability, only 4 pieces of bread.
Yeah. Does he have a... He could craft... No, he doesn't have a... Yeah, he could craft a bed, because there's plenty of wood in the tree and there's wool. I'm also kind of curious about how
He has a bed on him.
Oh, okay. I guess it's just not night yet. I'm curious about how he got in, actually, because I don't see any entrance in. I guess he maybe...
He replaced the bars that was in the
okay.
where the wood is placed.
Okay, that makes sense. And we do have second has been passed around, and Supple has collected the pass around. So that is completely secure for Sublime Waffles. They just need to get third and the Victory Monument, whereas Minor Fugitives need to get first and second. Yeah, we have Linster and BGR who just sort of around first, just seem to be sort of shooting each other. I'm not entirely sure what they're planning on doing.
So I assume BGR is there to secure make sure that they don't get first.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm not quite sure what Linster's doing now, though. He's not really... Like, I feel like even if he left, they probably still have to keep a player watching first. I suppose, though, he's watching the Victory Monument, and the Victory Monument lockdown is the main thing they're trying to do, so I suppose it makes some sense. And yeah, that Victory Monument has almost been completely destroyed. And Contranaut still has 40 TNT on him. So
And there might even be more in this chest. Yeah, they've got 2 more stacks of TNT in the double chest here up on the monument. Looks like Sublime Waffles is making another push to third.
And we have Strangey running second wall now. And he has collected the third pass around. But I don't know that he's placed any safeties. He just has it all in his inventory.
Which a straight pillar. This is risky. And he only has leather going up against Muck, who's in almost full diamond.
Does Muck see him though? Muck's just hiding in the wall box. He may not see him, but once Paul does get to the wall box, he's going to have a tough time killing Muck. Yeah, we have Strangey about halfway up. I think he's used a strength potion. Yeah, he has, so he should be able to kill these mobs fairly quickly.
Paul is on top of third. He'll be clashing with Muck here in just a second.
Yeah, Ock makes an interesting point that Sublime Waffles could try and like route a cannon up to hit the VM, but I think that if they tried that, Ben could probably just counter it by just shooting down from the Victory Monument. Unless they build the...
Luck's not acting like he's seen Paul yet. Oh, there he is. He's finally seen him. Breaking a hole to shoot.
We have Matt Susan staircasing to the monument from just above second. No one's shooting at him. I think Ben hasn't seen him yet. He's most of the way there. Ben is still not noticing. And strangely seems to be...
Someone started shooting at him, but he's got a decent bit of a wall up to protect it.
Right. Strange only has 30 seconds left on his strength, and he still has quite a way left to go in second. It's not looking too bad. He hasn't spawned too many mobs, so he should be fine. That said, he is down to 3.5 hearts.
Looks like Paul is backing up to heal a little bit.
Yeah. Matsu's now placed a wall in front of his staircase, but there's no water, so this is vulnerable to cannons, potentially. And even if he does get to the victory monument, like, he could still, like, get cannon killed, potentially. And I think Ben's trying to bridge out to... Like, he's just going to set up cannon after cannon and just keep bridging, so he has this whole area covered by cannons.
He's setting up a diagonal cannon.
Ooh.
He's using slabs for a mounting block then.
I guess it sort of works if you're trying to shoot down.
Pressure plates.
Okay, it's getting night now, so Muck can set his spawn in third now. He has opened it to shoot Paul, which means that cave spiders can get in, but I don't know. Oh yeah, Muck is now getting hit by a cave spider. This could not end well for him. In fact, he's not even going to be able to set spawn here because the cave spiders are going to
so many mobs
prevent. Yeah, exactly. Muck could have... Well, I think he'll be okay actually. He's killed the cave spiders now, and he can just block that back up. But he needs to be a bit careful.
Someone with diamond armor is now going into third with Paul. I want to go check on it, but I also don't want to miss this diagonal cannon from Ben.
Alright, I'll watch third and let you know if anything interesting's happening. Yeah, BJR and Paul are both on top of the tree. BJR is shifting, so Muck might not know that he's there. And because Muck doesn't have a spawn set. Yeah, BJR has a sharpness 2 stone sword. So, yeah, Muck's seen BJR now. What sword does Muck have? Muck has a sharpness 2 iron sword. I don't think any of them have the fishing rod, at least Paul and Muck didn't before. I'll check. Muck definitely doesn't. I'll check
Looks
BGR's
like Ben's
entry
diagonal
now.
cannon blew itself up.
Okay, BGR does not have the fishing rod. And Paul does not either.
Matt is cannoning into the ascent of second, right through the wall.
Alright, yeah, because Stranger's still down there, I think. I haven't checked on him
Yeah.
that recently.
He is on 8 hearts with very limited food. And the few stone swords.
Yeah, it looks like what BGR and Paul are doing is they're both just sort of trying to bridge in from different directions, so Muck can't stop them both at once, is the theory. Also, BGR does have a power 3 bow, so if Muck shoots at him, he can kind of just shoot back. I'm curious what Muck's food situation is actually.
He has 1 loaf of bread and 2 spider eyes left, and he is reaching up the last of that hunger. Alright, this is a ticking time bomb for Muck. He's not going to be able to hold this for much longer.
No. Yeah, I think the VM lockdown is the only one they're going to be able to hold. Where is... Oh, Strange died, it looks like. Yeah, he was blown up by a creeper. And he dropped the red wool. I'm really curious if he did safety any.
Safeties anyway.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any. So if Muck dies in there, that's potentially all their red wool. Oh no, he has placed a safety. You see one anyway.
Cave spiders in the box, so...
Oh, that's always going to be fun. They also have like a stack more TNT just past second as well, so yeah, they could potentially hold the VA lockdown for quite some time.
Paul is breaking a piece of obsidian currently on the top.
That'll
with
be
a
fun.
stone pick Yeah, he's.
I think that takes like a minute, so that's not the worst.
Well, it's BGR sitting here breaking out more iron bars and the wood for Muck, trying to let spiders in.
Okay, we have Strange who's returned to second. He's picking up his stuff now.
Oh, and Muck just got bit by a spider.
Oh no. And
Beginning of
because
the
Strange left, so all the mobs are despawned, so I think he may well be able to get this now, if no one's watching him.
Obsidian's about to break. And Muck is out of food with only 6.6 hearts. I guess he'll reach it.
No.
Max hunger. But this is his last 10 hearts. Unless he decides to eat cave spider eyes. And Paul is in. Well, he's got the hole at least. I don't think he was able to grab the wool.
Okay, well, Muck was able to take out Paul, but he died, so yep. And he dropped the red wool for BG. I don't even know why BGL's going into the wool box. The red wool's just sitting there, but I guess he can go in if he wants.
That's all 3 wolves for Waffles.
Yep, just the victory monument now, which is not as easy as it might sound.
Quite the monumental task at this point.
Hey, I see what you did there. Right.
Looks like, was Ben shot off, or did he go down for something?
The Strange is just breaking into the wool box in second now, so they only need first wool. I think Kowalski's just been camping out this whole game to make sure that the time limit is an hour 20. I'll check what. Okay, so we've been going for 30 minutes.
So they have to hold this for 50 more minutes.
Yeah, or get first wool in within that time. That's another option as well, I suppose. Yeah, Kowalski's just standing there. I feel like he could be using his time a little productively to like at least set up cannons or something. Because, I mean, I get that they need a player at the first because that's the only thing that minor fugitives don't have. But at the same time, he's just kind of out of the game a bit. Okay, yeah. Ben is back on the VM and is now shooting at Matsuzen, who's making his staircase.
He still has over 3 stacks of TNT.
Yeah, like he's doing fine so far, but once he gets to the bit where the cannons are, it's gonna be hard. Although I guess like with Muck dying, he's also given all his stuff to Sublime Waffles, so I mean I don't know exactly what. Yeah, they're gonna have quite a nice resource advantage now, I think.
Oh, and Matt has almost a full durability punch bow on him that he's using to shoot at
Ooh, that. Yeah, I guess. Well, he was doing a bit of enchanting, so I don't know if he. Or actually, there's the punch bow in first. Maybe that's where they got it from. Yeah, they did. In fact, what they did is instead of getting it while BGL was running, they dug down for it when getting the pass around, which makes a lot of sense because that's obviously much safer, and it's actually really near where you dig for the pass around. Yeah, that is true. Punch bow means quite a bit though. What it does mean though is that it's going to be really hard for minor fugitives to get first because their armor isn't that great, and Sublime Waffles have some really good bows, but it may not matter in that they don't actually need to get first to win.
This is like a full-on OCN sky bridge going on here.
Yeah, it does. For some reason, minor fugitives haven't actually placed their walls on the monument, which they might want to do at some point. I guess it doesn't really matter because they can get up there fairly easily, but just in case it somehow gets. Yeah, but they may as well place the 2 they have, I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I mean, both teams have some experienced OCN players, so. Well, I guess they both know how to do this sort of thing.
Looking to set up a bed.
Slightly odd that Muck's just standing there in no armor when there's a set in the chest behind him. I guess he doesn't realise. Especially because he doesn't actually have his spawn set up there. I'm not sure
He
where
didn't
it
spawn
is.
set at all. He might have just got dumped off at spawn again.
Oh,
Oh no, he's set
2v10.
up. He's set up in the tunnel at first.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like they should. Well, if you just try and get a bed up there, which they should be able to do fairly easily, because
Looks like
they
Paul
have
is just
one.
going around with stone axes, harvesting logs, more and more logs for
Yeah. That makes sense, I guess.
Matt and his
in that-
victory run.
They,
Or he might be trying to do a separate one himself. Split the attention.
that makes sense. Ben can only fire one cannon at once, so makes some sense. But yeah, they have BGR cannoning with his power 3 bow, which is almost broken. He has 37 shots left. Although
He's trying to do a similar diagonal cannon. Not quite what he was hoping for.
okay, they do have a bed on top of the monument now, which is quite. Oh, but Ben died.
Doesn't set his
I guess he
spawn
was
there.
not. Yeah, he wasn't expecting the power 3 bow. Muck is able to just pick up his stuff, so it's not.
Oh,
Oh, Minnie wants a summary. Alright. So, God. So, both teams went for fairly resource-heavy strats. Sublime Waffles were able to take out enchanting supplies on Minor Fugitive side. Of Ben's game, yeah, that's a summary, I guess. And whereas Minor Fugitives were able to take out the tower resources and the mines, the mob field resources, sorry. Sublime Waffles managed to use their resources which they got out first to run first quickly, and yeah. And they managed to get second because Matt Susan's good at running second, and eventually managed to break Muck's lockdown on third. However, they still have to get to the Victory Monument, which Ben is camping. Minor Fugitives have third and second, and they still need first, which Kowalski is camping right now. Yeah. But it seems like Minor Fugitives aren't really interested in getting first. They're more just interested in holding their Victory Monument down.
seems like they're leaving Linster in the tunnel just to make sure that someone from...
Linster's on the Victory Monument.
That's
Ben, I think, because Ben was previously at the Victory Monument and he died.
in leather armor. I wonder if it was a plan.
I like how they've placed third wall on the first wall monument. That's a nice touch.
I wonder if
Yeah,
Ben isn't planning to get doors and try to run first himself.
Yeah, the time's at 37 minutes, so they still have to hold this lockdown for over 40 minutes, which is possible. They have a lot of TNT.
I feel like Muck is kind of wasting it out here, though. He's shooting a straight cannon where they have nothing placed to it.
Oh yeah, it's also worth saying, Minnie, that even though, as Ock will say, it doesn't mean anything, Sublime Waffles do have quite a big resource advantage, because Muck died in third with like full diamond and gave his armor to the other team, and they also have some nice bows, because they got enchanting. Including a punch bow from the first wall. Looks like Ben is just actually running back to the Victory Monument. Yeah, I don't think he's interested in first wall at all.
So they're gonna commit to the full lockdown.
Well, actually, you say that. He's running past the monument. I wonder if he'll try to cannon the staircase from the bottom.
They have any TNT down there? They have all there.
They do. They have some in a chest just past second wall, in fact. The
He's
one
setting up
that
a
like
cannon.
used. Yeah. And he has 22 TNT on him. That would be quite spectacular, Kenny. Yeah, Ben is cannoning out the bottom of that. He's shooting a bit low, but
He did a little damage, but it's easily fixable.
yeah, and Matt's coming back down to try and kill him. Ben's falling off, so yeah, he should just be able to build his cannon from behind the wall. There's not really much they can do. Actually, I say that they can probably shoot down from the top of the staircase, which BGR is doing.
They could actually shoot that button now and blow up his cannon.
Oh,
See if
yeah.
They go for it.
It's probably a little difficult to hit from on top, but yeah, if someone comes down, they can definitely get that. Yeah, the bed is sort of about halfway up. That's the thing they really want to hit, especially now that it's daytime. That'd be really big. They actually now have a bridge to to the third wall monument, but it looks like Muck is filling up the cannon for that as we speak.
Did it get countered or something? You have to rebuild it.
Oh, also, and of course this is the biggest factor in the match, is that Minor Fugitives have set up mushrooms and Sublime Waffles has not.
He's using a down trap door, so his shot just keeps being sucked back into the cannon.
Oh no, I don't think he... Okay, he's flipped it up now.
He just
So
flipped it down.
it's
when he
gonna
went
go
to
too
place stuff. He didn't realize.
Oh no! Fuck! Oh dear.
Cannon slow.
He has another water bucket on
He's
him.
got it up.
He can just make it a source.
Oh, and he missed. He missed the cannon. Let's see if he times it right this time. There he goes.
Yeah. There's still two
If they can
stacks.
get that bridge to first there, like, decently, they can just jump to the other three and place them almost simultaneously.
Yeah.
It might be in Minor Fugitive's best interest to keep these other cannons loaded, just without the wooden buttons placed for faster firing.
Yeah, that could be smart. I don't know if there's any way... They could make levers fairly easily, actually, if they wanted to have a way to activate them that couldn't get shot, because there is cobblestone and wood around here. Oh dear, Mark's still having issues with water. Yeah, I feel like setting up 3 Icaruses and firing them at the exact same time and making sure to actually place the wool when you at the top is going to be difficult. Oh, it looks like Matt is setting up a cannon, probably for the pillar up to the victory. No, he's hitting it. Oh my god! Yeah, that blew off some blocks on the bottom of the monument. I think he's going again. I don't think they realize.
This could be disastrous for them if he lands. Oh, he actually blew a giant chunk.
Yeah. If Mark shoots his cannon down, he might be able to counter it, but I don't know if he'll.
Almost gone.
I think he sees what's happening.
I would hope so at this point.
Yeah, he blew up actually the cannon that's right aligned with
Ben's
him.
setting up
and
another
Mark's
cannon
is...
down here to try to hit their bed. He's been paying attention to where they're respawning and trying to...
Oh, that's smart. Oh, look at this! Well, this has all been going on! Paul's been bridging from the other side! He's really close!
Their VM is super... He popped their bed up top, too.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the bed has
yes.
been popped.
So, AK is the first match. The other matches that were picked are... So, Minor Fugitives picked Rain Eater, and Sublime Waffles picked Twisted Ruins. Yeah, this is like some really skillful play, some really good cannon work. Oh, Ben was blown up by TNT. Was that his own cannon, or did it get counters?
Cannon blew up somehow.
Yeah, I don't see a cannon from the other side that's hitting that. But yeah, this is some really impressive cannon work.
And Matt is setting up what looks to be probably another router.
Yeah, it's also making nice usage of the 1.8 TNT mechanics, pushing all that TNT to like right in front of the shot.
Ladders, yeah.
And people say you can't make good cannons in 1.8. Yeah, it's weird that they're not really making any effort to try and counter Matt's cannons, but...
Well,
yeah,
Muck was shot, so his stuff is up
yeah,
there.
Matt could blow up that stuff actually
This
with his
is
cannon.
the perfect time for them to make a run from the side with BJR on it.
Yeah.
The
They
power
only
3
have
bow
one
is
person
almost
on the
perfect.
monument. Actually, no, they have 2 people. They have Linster and Strangey. Yeah, and Muck respawned right back around the mountain. That cannon was just a little low, but he's firing again now. Oh, chat's asking to listen into comms. I think Matt was able to get some of Matt's stuff there,
I'll be
but
right back then.
most
Do
of it's still there.
Some comm hopping.
Wait, what happened to the green that were up there?
I only had one on me. I gave it to you. The other one's
Do you
down
want me
there
to
in
get
the
more?
chest.
We have one here, and then
I'm out of food at the top here, by the way.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
we're all
believe
of
it.
it.
there's what 32 bread down in first resources if someone wants to do it on there. But that's like a ways away.
Yeah.
I also think that Contra Noda's getting some. He
Getting
went
what?
down in like armor.
Yeah, probably.
Since he went down like before in the first house. Yep, he has full damage or something like that.
Did you have a red up here? Okay.
I have blocks them coming up.
That means he might be trying to run
They've
first, I guess?
got they've got 2 walls placed.
Yeah,
Do we know how
have-
long we have?
We have 35 minutes. We're good. Don't worry about it.
We have 35 minutes. Okay.
The first one's done. The first they saw the second 2 to go, but the first one's done.
They got the.
They're probably gonna get the first one, yeah. Holy fucking
Okay.
niggers.
I don't.
Keep
Where's my
shooting.
Susan right now?
That's Susan? My Susan was
Yeah.
cannon down below, but I guess they're not TNG or some shit.
Yeah.
We should come
can't
back
find
to
them.
cover me.
They have like fucking 3 people up here. Holy shit.
If you have the regen pots from the
Hey, Linster, you should
first
go down.
base,
Go down. Actually, no.
Yeah.
Linster needs to stay.
No, I think Leinster stays.
we all.
Yeah, I go.
Okay, there's extra tower resources.
We need to.
Are you
cannon.
serious?
Oh, strange into the void. Okay, I'm going back up.
Oh, I got
no,
punch mode
yeah,
so
yeah.
far out I couldn't get back in.
Matt just died too.
Oh, he's all right. Matsu's at the beginning of the lane, like or beginning of first. He's just camping behind the mountain, shifted there.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
ready to
that's
shoot you
evaded.
down.
Strange, come take some armor.
Oh, please, thank you.
Yeah, strange covers you. It's fine.
I'll just take. I'll take iron actually.
We have
But do you have
TNT.
extra bow?
Oh no,
Monster
we,
man?
it broke. Wait.
Another bow. Good.
I need to make.
Holy. I think I'm lagging again.
Now's not a good time to lag then. All right, I can cover you for now. Like, what should we do? Should we? Because I'm all the way at the base of the mountain.
Yeah, I know, I'm right here.
I think we should just run first. Like, I'll cover you.
Okay,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
best I
get
can
the
do.
pots.
You guys probably have. How much time you guys think you have left until it's over?
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Really?
also
10?
depends if
much?
we can cannon. Because right now they're not doing anything.
Yeah, like just still set up cannons if you can.
Mike, if you can.
Oh, the Matt's making cannon down below, so shoot him.
I was making another.
Not.
Yeah, I see. Is cannoning now? Is activating it?
30 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I might need food. I have one steak.
Same.
I have 1 steak.
How are the comps sounding?
Well, it seems like Mighty Fugitives thinks there's only 10 minutes left in the match.
Ah. Were you going to announce? Because MI gives the right time. Yes.
Yeah, match record. I think that's the right time.
Okay, so I don't know why they. Oh, Mighty Fugitive just blew up their own monument. I think they were trying to fire with not very much power, and they fired with
Let's
very,
almost
very
get
little
one.
power.
They're almost getting
That's-
punch off with every shot.
Yeah. They built a bit of a safety rail, but it's not perfect by any means.
Well, their monument's getting really close to just not existing.
Yeah.
Fugitives, Mighty Fugitives.
They have
Sublime
tried to
Waffles
water-
could make a decent push at this point.
They have tried to water some of it, but it's not really enough. Water some of the monument, that is. Unfortunately, there's just BJR on the staircase right now. I guess maybe whoever else was there got shot off.
It's like
'Cause he
Paul's
probably
coming
doesn't-
to join.
Yeah, I can imagine that BJR is not going to be the one to make the push because he has all good bows and good armor. Do they do still have the bed there? I don't know. Or maybe he just went back to get something. Maybe the walls. I don't know if you saw, I think Ben did go back for the tower resources. I'm not quite sure what happened to them.
He's looking to make an attempt on first.
Well, and yes, Minor Fugitives do still have TNT. They have like almost 3 stacks, actually more like 2.5 stacks in the double chest. Issue is they're getting pelted by arrows with BGRs. So it's very hard for them to actually get off a cannon. I feel like they could just try and like build walls by them, but it's difficult for sure. A list of what arc? A list of commands. Yeah. Thanks, Kenny. Yeah, BGL is almost there with this bridge, and the cannons that could stop them have been taken out. That's the first wall on the monument.
And they don't have a cannon in place to deal with it.
It is worth saying, if they manage to get 2 but not 3 when the time limit ends, the game will still go to Minor Fugitives.
Yeah, they have to get all 3 or destroy.
Yeah, Minor Fugitives do still have a cannon in place for first wall, but like...
But if that's the last one they place, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. That probably is going to be the last one they place with the way they're going at it. And they're not really making any effort to set up another cannon. This is just shooting. I don't know. I guess Muck maybe got shut off and is now trying to come back up.
And once they make it to this like little cluster, there is Paul. But they're getting close
Yeah,
to this
that'll...
little cluster that'll accelerate their progress fairly significantly.
Yeah, they can just place blocks of that. Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, Strangey is around first, and I think Contranaut was trying to make an attempt on it with Strange covering him. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I think they're gonna struggle to get this with Kowalski covering with his good bows, and
Paul has
actually
progress to the second monument, and they could just almost jump and place first walls.
Wow. Yeah, they do.
BGR placing second.
Yep, that's the second wall.
And they're just gonna play it safe and let Paul make the bridge, I assume.
That does give time for Muck to set up a cannon, but he's gonna have to be quick about it.
There's the wall going up.
Oh, Paul's getting shot back. He's probably very low right now. He's actually only on 7 hearts. Maybe I thought he got shot. Oh yeah, now he's placed a safe bridge. This should be game.
This is it. And they're getting battered from below.
Oh, he doesn't have the wall on him actually. BGR needs to come and place it.
This time.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a good match.
It sure was. It was very exciting.
Alright, so that means we will be going to Rain Eater, which was the choice of Minor Fugitives.
I mean, last time these 2 teams did play, Minor Fugitives did come back from losing the first game to take the series, so I don't think it's for them at all. And they did win quite convincingly on Rain Eater when this match happened last. Yes, it is Rain Eater. And then the final match will be on Twisted Ruins. If Minor Fugitives win this, and if Sublime Waffles win this, it will be over and they will be the champions. Yeah. I guess it is worth saying that, like, they do have a different roster playing with Paul instead of ZZ, and also they are probably lagging a lot less than last time, which was an issue there. And also they may just have new strats, so we'll have to see how that pans out if we get there. Yeah, I guess interestingly, yeah, both teams have actually no, that's that I'm getting mixed up. Ignore me. Yeah, I do remember after the last game, Matt Susan saying that like he felt like both the times they lost, they went for sort of low resources, and that didn't really work out. So they may be mixing it up a bit, trying to get more resources, and maybe minor fugitives will be trying to anticipate that, counter that somehow. Do you have an idea what their new strats are going to be, Mini, or is this just sort of speculation?
Looks like the teams are taking a quick bathroom break. And we're off. See if anyone goes for the vine drop into the pearl.
Yep, someone did on Sublime Waffles' side.
Looks like Matt Susan and Muck were the ones going for it.
Both landing their pearls.
Muck's not quite as far ahead, so there's a slight edge to Matt Susan in the rush down there.
Oh,
She's
and
just
Ben's doing a
stopping to
very
shoot
quick
the bridge.
Yeah, doing a sort of nice shift on shift bridge, but Matt Susan's spotting that out really nicely.
That's close to being enough. Maybe one or two more blocks.
Yeah, whereas no bridge at all from Waffles' side.
Muck is going straight down into resources, but Matt's sitting here waiting for him with his power bow.
Oh yeah, both teams did also rush the chest that has the clutch shot bow, which is a 2-shot punch bow, I think, and then also has a nice protection chest plate.
There's Mac.
Or projectile protection. Yep. Yeah, looks like Waffles are going for a much sort of safer approach with the wall in front, and they are not too far away either. And no one's really trying to shoot them. Oh, I take that back.
Ben is almost dead, but it does look like he's wanting to push a little further down the lane.
Yeah, and because Muck died, they don't really have anyone far down lane, and Matt Susan is now maybe, yeah, seems to be taking advantage of this, and he's probably going to try and go down lane, maybe try and get a head start on resources, or just harass their players.
Camp Muck as he tries to run the resources.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Ben is regenning, waiting to go down lane.
Does Ben Yeah, he has some better armor, so he may survive a little more. And he's taking the time to grab blocks as well.
Dropping into the entrance is second.
Okay, he may be going just to grab the TNT supplies as a common thing I think we've seen teams do before. It looks like he's trying to dig down for it and avoid the mobs.
He might also be grabbing the potions in the blitz run.
Yeah. Muck has made it back to his stuff now, but he's still getting pressured by Matt. He's
grabbing the TNT supplies.
Yeah, Muck just sort of dropped down into a crowd of zombies. I guess he was like got a bit panicked. He was getting shot. And we now have pull in resources for Sublime Waffles. Okay, so yeah, Ben has the cannon. Yeah, Ben has the cannon supplies out, so I'm curious what he's going to do with this. He's hanging around main resources, so he may be about to set up a cannon there.
I know fairly typically he likes to go for that diamond cannon.
Yeah, although I'm not quite sure where he'd run back if that was his plan. I don't know. Maybe he needs something else to cannon.
Resources by Muck.
Yeah, looks like both teams are putting a lot of focus on this after realizing.
A lot of focus on these starting resources.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. After the last game, both teams realized his resources are quite important.
Is this a cannon being set up here? Kowalski looks like it.
Yeah, he does have the TNT out. It's a very odd looking cannon if it is. Oh yeah, no, that is definitely a cannon. Yeah, using the water from the lake. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, we do have Paul back in. He's got back to his stuff now. And he does have the 5 TNT on him that are in resources. He looks to be setting up a wall.
Not quite timed correctly.
So I don't...
So it's going to make that cannon a lot harder to land if they go for a second shot.
Yeah.
So they do.
Oh, it lands in the room.
There he goes. Nice.
Yeah, and Muck's still getting pressured by pretty much everyone from Sublime Waffles, I think, is around this area. Actually, as I say that, Matsu's is now moving down, potentially going for the diamonds. Although, does he?
I know he likes to rush third.
Yeah, he's doing that actually. He does not have the diamond iron pick. He did rush third in their last game, which didn't end up working out too well for them, but he may be a bit more practiced now.
Well, it was close. He got.
It was indeed.
All but 2 of the torches. He's grabbing his blocks for making them in there.
Well, and Paul was taken out. So, yeah, both teams really struggling to get these resources now being past 5 minutes into the game.
Muck is very low on health too, just kind of cry boxing in resources. Yeah,
at least he has the chain, so that's like some gear. But so he may now be able to make further progress. And
setting up a bit of a dry cannon here from Kowalski, kind of aimed at Muck. See if he actually goes for it.
If he does that, that could be pretty big.
Shot it, but
Muck Muck is realizing, yeah.
It might not even have been aimed for Muck if you see what it's done to the lava there. They might have planned that to open up the lava to flow down towards those lower resources.
Yeah, you can still get down there a bit, but yeah, you could quite easily get shot into the lava, so it's kind of
PvPing to watch for those TNT supplies.
Yeah. And down there is the strength potions, which are somewhat useful, but not really, and you can just speed potion past them in a second. I guess there's also cannon supplies, which are maybe slightly more important. And Muck is now in the iron.
It is making his way down lane, dueling with... looks to be Kowalski.
And Strange is now above first wall, it looks like. Seems to be setting up some sort of cannon there. I guess they're probably going to try and do the first wall lockdown that worked out rather well for Minor Fugitives in their last game. Yeah, Paul seems to be more focused on slowing down Muck than getting the resources for his own team, which I don't know about, because
I think they want to keep them distracted for Matt to get this free third.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Which he's started tunneling into now.
And the cannon's going off in first. It's just in this sort of first section with the ladders and the lava. It's gotten rid of almost all the ladders already, so it's just like a very thick lava curtain that is going to be a pain to go up when they actually come to run first wall.
This is the go-to for both these teams last time they did this map.
Yeah, I mean you can place more ladders and stuff there, so it's not possible to get past.
Just a slight inconvenience.
Although I guess another thing is that having that cannon there while people run it means you can shoot their runners.
Muck is tunneling over towards the lava fall that they have set up here.
Yeah, and Matt is indeed starting third with no one there to shoot at him.
Muck has made it down to the TNT supply. It looks like he's just going to tunnel up the wall to get him out instead of even going around the lava that's set up there. Oh no, he's back out and he's... got it. And just going in the wall. Should be pretty safe to get that out.
Yeah. Didn't actually go for any of the diamond ore, which is maybe a little surprising, but I guess maybe they feel that it's not worth spending the time that they need resources out quicker. I'm surprised that neither team has seemed to have made any attempt for the diamond resources. I mean, I guess you do get a lot of main resources, like there's only one diamond block and
landing his perfect water drop first try.
sounds about right, yeah. Yeah, he's opting to go for the...
He has 4 of the 6 already lit.
Yeah, he's going for the torches that can be sort of a more PvP. There's more potential for the other team to shoot at him first, which makes a lot of sense.
He almost got knocked out of the world.
Yeah, that was risky. I mean, he hasn't watered them at all, so they can definitely still get cannoned, but no one seems to be coming over here. I guess Minor Fugitives aren't that bothered if they can hold the first wall lockdown. I guess they think that the third wall doesn't matter so much. Oh, and Ben does look to be setting up his cannon for the diamonds now.
All being contested by BJR by Kowalski.
We have Strange who's starting the run on first wall for Minor Fugitives, and no one seems to have noticed him yet. Actually, yeah, BGR is in the area around first, but and is now seeing him. Yeah. Ben has been a bit slow, I guess.
6 torches for... Sublime Waffles.
Sublime Waffles.
And he's going over to the final little pillar there. Or final little bridge there.
Oh, Muck is setting up an interesting cannon here, but unfortunately being pressured by Paws meant that he wasn't able to fire it at quite the right timing. But it seems to be aimed at the iron. It was a nice little dry cannon. For some reason, Muck hasn't crafted any armor with the iron. He's still going around in the chain, which is a little risky. He's now only at 2 hearts. Okay, and now he does.
Right into the iron.
Yep. Okay, so Strange has made up this first lava section with the ladders.
Then got the diamond. So that's iron and diamond denied for Sublime Waffles.
Okay, it looks like Strange, after clearing out the first section, has just made it back out.
Matt
I
is
guess
on the third though.
Okay, actually that's pretty smart of Strange in that, like, he probably wasn't going to be able to get that big ladder
Go
against
in,
BGR, but
clear the first part out.
yeah, because now there's no lava at all. Yeah, the strats do seem very similar, though. Sublime Waffles seem to be placing more importance on resources. But now that their iron's been cannoned, I don't actually know. Whereas Paul?
Looks like he's left.
Yeah, he's heading out. Yeah, he didn't get very much from there at all, but he did succeed in slowing Matt down a lot, which has allowed Matt to do his thing. But now they don't have the diamond resources either. I think they're going to struggle to get first. Okay, and Matt has now tunneled back up from third, so that is third will secure for them. It'll be interesting to see if he hangs around here to try and lock this down, or if he just wants to try and get back down the map and try and finish the rest as quickly as possible.
It's like Ben's doing a bit of a tunnel through the lane towards third.
I guess that does give him a lot of blocks, which is probably going to be useful if he wants to run while being locked down, so it sort of serves two purposes at once, and giving him a safe way there and also getting him a lot of blocks.
Matt is coming back down towards third, though. Oh no, he turned around.
BGR fell out of the world recently, and he seems to have respawned at the start with
Paul's
nothing.
headed
So.
back down into resources. I don't know if he's looking to see if there's anything he can salvage. Their enchanting supplies are still down here if he wants to go for those.
Mark's now dropping off resources by first, including a punch bow, which he's got from resources, which actually doesn't make that much difference in the wall because you can't really pump people into anything. But there's the power bow, which is nice as well. I guess the punch bow is potentially good for people providing covering fire from outside. This is interesting. Strange is digging down outside first. I'm not quite sure what he's planning to do. Maybe to clear out the mob room, or maybe I'll just set up a PvP spot.
The mob room, or to pre-set up for a pass around.
Yeah. And now he's going out again. Yeah, maybe just for the pass
I
around.
think you can reach that corner from here. It's close. I went out to grab something.
Okay. Paul has gotten the enchanting now. Well, he has the obsidian, but and bookshelves, but he does not have any diamonds, so he'll need to go and mine.
He found some sort of bedrock corner here that you can use to blow up mobs.
Who has Strange?
Yeah, that's what's strange, is that some sort of bedrock corner that
Yeah.
he's using to blow up mobs.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, and it's now placing lava, which I guess could light it up or something. It is worth noting that Waffles do have one iron block and one iron block entity still in the room, so if Paul does go for that, he will get those, but I don't know if he realizes those are still an option.
I think he was expecting more of the blocks on the front there to blow up. Oh no, it is some sort of pass around because Muck is almost done with first.
Yeah, no real opposition from the other team.
He's got one arrow in him, 2 arrows. It's Could have just as easily been from mobs as other players. He's super exposed here. I'm surprised there's no pressure from small Waffles.
BTR does have a lot of speed potions on him, and he's around first wall. I'm really curious about what he's going to try and do. He has some iron ore, so maybe using that. Yeah, he's smelting iron ore to try and get iron armor, I guess, after main resource not going great. He's using this as a backup. So that's probably
a jump boost in the speed to try to rush first. I think they need to send someone to clear out that entry lava first, but
yeah.
But after that, it could be really easy to rush that.
Ben is about to enter third, by the way. He's just placed water and is dropping down right now. There doesn't seem to be anyone there from Sublime Waffles to shoot him, which is really big because this is like the last wall they can actually stop him at. Because second is obviously completely covered to PvP.
Matt just dropped down into second.
Yeah. Okay, Paul did manage to get 2 diamonds from somewhere, so he can make enchanting.
Looks like they're sending Kowalski down to third.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Ben has one of the levers and is about to get a second. And like Matt, opting to get the ones along the top that you bridge for first.
Is he looking to water his thing? Yeah, it looks like potential. Matt's got regen 2 and strength potions.
Yeah, that looks like the sort of thing you'd want second wall, I suppose.
Yeah, but unless he's looking to take this TNT down to Kowalski.
I mean, there's TNT at third, like in the sort of in this double chests, just above the wall. There is a good amount of TNT, so Kowalski could use that to build cannons. He could use the water from the lake, so.
It looks like Muck is going down into diamond resources.
Okay. And let's just seems to have gone down late towards third as well. So there's only Stranger Industrial, so this could be the time for Sublime Waffles to make their push.
Paul making a bit of a sniper outpost with his bows and TNT. Shut up. At this point, it's too late to lock down.
Yeah, I guess maybe Matt was just also just being there to have another person shooting. But yeah, he does have a water bucket and TNT, so he maybe will be looking to cannon Ben's levers. And the first lever Ben has placed, yeah, is not watered. I say placed, flipped.
Luck is heading out with all of his diamonds. They've got Leinster here to cover him as well, same as last time they played this match.
Yeah, BGR is now in full iron with all the speed potions and jump boost. Actually, it's just, yeah, it's speed and jump boost. And Paul's there as well, they're enchanting up. So they probably are going to run this soon with only one person to shoot them. Oh dear. So Paul just managed to kill an Enderman to get a pearl, and then a creeper exploded immediately afterwards, blowing up the pearl.
Matt's trying to cannon out Ben himself.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good angle for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he might be able to just like bait out the cannon, and then after it fires, just like make a break and then run down into
making his run a second, but he's so fast that I can't even. And there he goes. He's in the end. That is absurd. I'm glad I caught most of it that time.
Nice. Yes, I Strangers 1v2 ult first. BGR has Iron Enchanted. I want to see where it is. Yeah.
It's such a nutty run for second.
Oh, it's great.
And the fact that he pulls it off every time.
Yeah, they haven't actually started.
I'm gonna get in his perspective if he's doing the run out for this.
Nice. I'll let you know if anything else happens elsewhere. I'll watch third for a little bit. That first run has not started just yet. Yeah, Ben has actually made it into the room with all the witches and stuff in, so Matt can't cannon him for now.
Yeah, there he goes.
But I'm curious as to what's going to happen when Ben tries to get out. Ben has been poisoned by a witch now, but he should be fine. He can quite easily block himself in.
And that is the run out. That's crazy.
Although, yeah, Ben has managed to spawn loads of witches, so it's actually going to be quite difficult for him to get to this lever, maybe? I don't know. He might be able to just do it safely by placing blocks.
Sublime Waffles is starting to try to make some progress on first. They have fire resistance on BJR, so he's just swimming.
Ah!
But the other team knows where he is, and he's just getting pelted.
With just one player there, it's kind of hard because he can't shoot and cannon at the same time. And in fact, like his cannon is like on top of the wall, so he's not really in a position to hit BJR, who can just door up.
Right, and he's got Paul here covering him with a ton of cannon supplies as well. If he chooses, oh, he's setting up a cannon. He's gonna try to take out Strange's cover here. Give his team a free first run. Little lump, but I'm sure another shot will completely tear this open for them.
Well, Mark is back now, so it is 2v2. Yeah, BGR hasn't really. Oh, he's very low indeed. Ah, that explains that. Okay, yeah, he is on 1 heart, so he should be fine in that he's doored up. But if they manage to set up a cannon quickly, and in fact they have a cannon that is like in line with him.
He's only got 4 minutes left on that fire rest. Needs to make some progress.
Yep.
Yeah, mine if cannon. Muck's not down here. Did Muck die? No, Muck went up for the cannon.
Okay, Ben has fit the lever in the witch room and is coming out and has managed to do so without getting cannoned. So that's pretty big. And that's one lever that they cannot cannon at all.
He's setting up a cannon for the doors down here. He nails it. Could be BGR's death.
Wait, is this the real brunt force? So the first game went to Sublime Waffles, which was on the Abandoned Kingdom. This is the second game right now, and yeah, Minor Fugitives have second and first wall, and they are working on third. And Sublime Waffles have third wall, they are working on first wall.
I'd say if you missed the first match, it's definitely worth going back to see.
Oh yeah, so the first match was on AK, is a really good game. I'd recommend going back and watching it. This match is, as you can see, on Rain Eater, and the third match will be on Twisted Ruins, if there is a third match. Oh well, that cannon is getting very close to BGR. Yeah,
There's not
that
half a
fire
heart,
res is working wonders.
and- Nope, it's that risky blitz there. It's gonna make this a really
Oh
hard game
dear.
for-
And they can just cannon that stuff. I mean, oh, it looks like the cannon got. Did he blow up his own cannon?
Yeah,
He
he's
can
been
just-
using dry cannons.
Oh, okay. But yeah, and that's the stuff gone. That's yeah.
And
Sublime
that
Waffles.
Sublime Waffles just cannoned the first torch.
Although Waffles don't have that much more good armor, so I think they're going to struggle to break this lockdown at first. That said, the lockdown at third is probably going to hold for quite a while as well, because Ben does not have very much armor, and he doesn't have any water, so even if he places flips more levers, they could just get cannoned. Apart from the ones that are sort of further back. Oh yeah, by the way, Brunt, third on Radiant has been completely redone. Basically, you need to flip 6 levers, and then the box opens up.
I believe he's run it. His main concern with this area was how dangerous the area above is with the Guardians and stuff.
Okay.
And making some slow progress up to the next lever. Looks like Paul died down somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
no
he was
one down
probably
at first anymore.
Yeah, BGL's just looking to re-gear at the moment. I'm curious where he's going to try and get resources from, because they don't have a lot. They do have, I mean, they have plenty of iron ore, so we can just mine iron ore and small iron armor again. They do have the diamond ore and main resources, so if they want to go in for the long haul, they can definitely do that. Because Ben is going to take a while to get third, by the looks of it.
It's a lever flipped, but I imagine it'll get cannon just like the earlier one did.
Yeah. He has 3 levers total flipped. 2 of them are safe because they're either like watered or just in a spot that can't get cannoned. But that last one is very exposed.
Making his way back up to his tunnel. I wonder if he even has the supplies for levers. Yeah, he does. Sticks and...
Paul is mining coal, so it looks like he probably is going to be smelting some things. Let's try and re-gear. Oh, that's big. Ben died.
just fell.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got shot off his bridge by the looks of things. I mean, his stuff is all on the soul sand, so he can potentially get it back, but could also get cannoned if Sublime Waffles realize where it landed.
We might be looking to cook up some of the rabbit for more food. When he's dropped down into first, he might have just been trying to get supplies for his lockdown here.
BGR is mining a lot of wood, probably just for doors. I guess he's probably planning on dooring up like most, if not all, of the way in there. But I'm not quite sure what his plan for the vertical is, because it's quite easy to just get cannoned there. Oh, Paul is actually running back in. I'm not quite sure what he was... Oh, was it just a suicide in the lava?
For a fast suicide, but might have been quicker just to let straight.
Yeah, no, he dropped all his stuff, but he
I saw him
didn't seem
drop
to
everything,
respawn
but I
on the
don't-
bed.
He didn't sleep in the bed yet. I think he might be
Oh,
looking for
okay.
something else supply-wise.
Okay, Ben's gearing back up at first. He's probably going to head back to third, I suppose.
Looks like
Unless
he's grabbing wood, probably to try to either ladder up that lava or something else.
yeah, I mean Linster's there, so he could be the one to go back in third to try and get Ben's stuff. But I guess they feel that like the armor wasn't that good, so he's just gonna sit and wait for Ben to get back. Okay, Paul is now setting spawn.
Muck looks like he's bringing his armor down to third to assist. It is the last tool they need, so they're probably going to just dedicate a bunch of attention to it.
Yeah, it looks like, considering that first was going to take a while from Waffles, they can just probably just leave Strange there and they should be fine. Especially since I think BGR lost all the jump boost potions and speed potions when he died there. So I think that was their main plan for getting that wall, and now they don't have that.
Yeah, I think one of the big things with the jump potions he had is for some reason his were all singles. Whereas when Muck used them, he was able to keep them all as a stack.
Okay. Yeah, that is a bit awkward because yeah, it just like completely fills up your hotbar, which means you don't have room for other things you might like to have, like doors and I guess like a sword to block and ladders and what, food. Okay, and it looks like Muck might be the one to go back into third. Yeah, he does have water, so he's just gonna use that to get down.
Have a lever for the one that was cannoned?
He has wood and cobblestones, so he could quite easily craft them. He has another water bucket to water that lever, but only one more, which isn't really going to be enough because he needs to water the one that's
going down. It looks like.
Okay. Yeah. Using the water to take out the cobwebs. Yeah, he is very close to. Ah, never mind. Oh, he's. I guess the water's also to take out the buttons. That makes a lot of sense. Just easier to place blocks.
Taking a lot of abuse.
Yeah, he's on half health now. Yeah. I think he can maybe still. Oh, the cannon's getting set up for his position. He needs to be really careful. Yeah, he's moving away right now. Yeah. Oh, Matsu's placed the lever. He's not quite sure where it goes, so he's placed 3 levers.
If they want to stop this before it gets watered, they're going to need to get an accurate cannon off.
One of those 3 levers was the right one. But yeah, they need to. I mean, the cannon's going pretty close each time, but yeah, it's just going a bit low. Oh, that looks like that could.
Should be good enough unless they get it in like perfectly on the side.
That one lever that stayed is the lever that is actually in the correct spot. But if he.
Oh wow, that's so lucky.
It's technically possible if they shoot it slightly to the side, but difficult for sure.
He just dropped down and got the bottom lever. Means they only need the spider room.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul and BG are still back at first, but neither of them really have any gear, so I'm not quite sure what their plan is. Yeah, Kowalski is sort of in the position where he could cannon that exposed lever, but he doesn't have the TNT, whereas the person who does have the TNT, which is Matt Susan, is probably in the right spot. Sort of a shame that they didn't both have some, so they could sort of both cannon different spots.
Doesn't look like they're setting up any cannons for the... Well, there's only one that they could still cannon, but they have no cannon set up for it.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure why they haven't done that. I guess they've been just too focused on shooting the people in there. Matt Susan's... Yeah, Matt Susan's tunneling further down the lane. I'm not quite sure what... oh, I think he might be trying to lock down their route out of the wall, maybe? But they can just pass around, so... I'm not sure how well that would work. Getting to the wall room should be fairly straightforward. You can just go along the bottom.
And that will be all 3 walls for them, so this might be a
Yep.
quick minor Fugitives victory on this map.
Well, it's almost 40 minutes, but I guess this is one of the maps in the typically. And yeah, Muck has plenty of blocks, and yeah, he's just
And no more
being fairly
progress on
safe and
first
tunneling
for
this.
Waffles. Doesn't
Yeah,
look like they've made a second run either.
Yeah, Muck has a lot of time, so he's probably gonna take this fairly safely. Well, a lot of time if his lever doesn't get cannoned, but
Which
no
they
one
still
really
haven't
seems to-
set up for.
yeah, and they don't really seem to be trying to set up.
It's almost like at this point, Sublime Waffles have kind of given
Oh,
up on
actually,
the-
Matt's coming out. Yeah, no, he's setting up the cannon now, I think. Okay, I think the tunnel he was digging was just a way to get out. And yeah, you're right.
He's setting up a cannon. We'll see if Muck is in the wall box though by the time he gets there. He's getting close.
Yep,
There's
that's
the
the
left.
lever. Oh, shouldn't that replace the bedrock, or does it not work like that? Because the way to the wall room is still open.
I don't remember. Does the other side do it? Here, I'll turn the other side off quick. No, it looks like it's designed to stay open now.
Okay. I did not know that, and I'm guessing Matt Susan didn't either. That is...
It doesn't,
Wait, is that...
yeah, it doesn't undo once all are flipped. Chris let me know, which Matt should have known since Paul is on his team.
Does the thing I say, did that go into all chat if I just type? Or do I
I
need
think
to...
you have to like announce it, but I mean they should know that. It doesn't need to be told that.
Oh. Do you want to announce it? Because Paul seems to be saying that it should close, and he did make the map. Swab Come is Muck Muck Boss. It's like backwards. I mean, presumably, like, this is the way the map was built, so I don't think we should change things now. Yeah, Chris is saying that now.
It's the same for both sides, so it's the same
Yeah.
in the version
So
that they'd be practicing with. So.
Yep. No, there's not going to be any restart because like teams have been given this version to practice, and yeah, it's just really unfortunate that they expected it to be otherwise. Because yeah, on Sylvan Cliffs it definitely does work that way. But yeah,
on this one you need all 6 activated at once, but the way they're set up, once all 6 are set, the door just stays open.
It's a bit more like Twisted Ruins in that. Well, not actually. No, it's not like Twisted Ruins in that way. Well, they probably practiced the map, but I guess this situation never came up where another team tried to get all of them and they cannon the levers, I suppose. It's kind of not that common of a situation, but you'd think they would maybe test it. We do have BGL making another attempt on first, but I think it might just be a bit late because Ben is now running back. I think he probably has all the balls. He doesn't actually. I guess he's probably just coming back to try and stop BJR. You say that never happens in any matches, Orc. Happened in your match, albeit not on this map.
Someone got sealed inside the Silver Festival box.
Parkway, this map, the first half of this map, or first 2/3 of this map, has not changed very much at all. But then third was been completely redone. There's no longer the shared lane, and there's instead this thing where teams basically have to flip a bunch of levers and get the wool. And BGR died in first. Oh, okay. I am indeed a moron. Thanks, Minnie.
And they still haven't made any second progress from...
Suddenly? Yeah, I don't think this is very sudden. No offense, Minnie. Yep, no, well, people are trying to shoot Muxy Bridges back, but...
BGR are still attempting to make progress in first with, instead of ladders to just clear it out quick, he's trying to, like, door and staircase through the lava.
First one's Victory Monument. Yeah, no, like... Oh, actually, they are setting up cannons. Yeah, we have Matt Season here with a cannon for third wall, but Muck is watering it. Actually, the way that's watered, it could still get blown up, technically.
Be hard, but yeah.
But it's difficult to do, because you basically have to fire, like, a whole load of TNT all at once to blow up the cobblestone, and then the wall. And that's second wall, which is also watered. Matt's cannoning now. That did not get it. And that's the game. So, going to game 3 on Twisted Ruins. This is seeming a lot like the last series. So
I also don't think I never got a copy paste of the paste HTML from the first match.
I'll paste both paste HTMLs in chat.
I grabbed this one. I didn't have the first one.
Okay.
The final match will be on Twisted Ruins.
There we go, Parkway. So Twisted Ruins was Sublime Waffles' choice of map to play, but last time these two teams played on this map, which was in the winners bracket finals, Minor Fugitives were actually the ones to take the win. But yeah, you may see some slightly different strats coming out from Waffles this time.
There's been a lot more cannon play in this best of 3 than there was.
Yeah, definitely. Matt Season in particular has been really impressive with cannons, but I mean, certainly we've seen some good cannons from Minor Fugitives as well, cannoning out the Monument in the first match, and cannons in first in this match. I mean, there are just a lot of players who are good at cannons, like Ben can cannon, Muck can cannon, Strange can cannon, I'm sure Linz can cannon as well. Yeah. Also, don't cannon the enemy team Woodbox Parkway. I hear that's not a great thing to do. I think there's definitely potential for cannons on this map as well to lock down second wall, and also at the start to deny iron and diamonds. So we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so Sublime Waffles get lane choice, which doesn't really matter that much on this map since the lanes are basically
Actually,
exactly identical. Yeah. I guess it's just whatever color you want to be, really. And they want to be purple. So I guess probably interesting thing to see at the start is where teams pearl to. So there are 2 pearls in the spawn area, and teams can often use that to cross the gap or go to the secondary resource area, which has some cannon supplies, which can be useful for
I guess
early cannons.
in terms of lane choice on this map, would matter in certain locations for cannons based on the east-west variance. So that would be the only thing to take into consideration.
I guess one other thing, which is kind of a small factor, is I guess like when you open doors, they might the direction they open in might be slightly different in some ways than others, which sounds like a really minor thing, but there was some stuff we figured out on Sylvan Cliffs that actually depended on which lane you were in for precisely that reason. I don't know quite how that works with rotated maps though. Probably won't come into play here. Do people in chat know the map, or do they want us to sort of go through stuff?
I believe most of the people watching know the maps.
Okay, cool.
And if not, they can check out the map preview series on the YouTube channel down in the links below the stream. The main thing to watch for at the start of this map is the purling, which I've seen some teams purl to the top of second, some teams try to purl into...
Quick break from Strange using the... and we have a pearl from Matt Susan into secondary resources already. He's getting quite a lot of pressure from minor fugitives. And he is taken out. Contranaut is going up for the pearl on top of the tree. He already has 1, so he may be trying to pearl somewhere and then pearl back after getting some resources. He's pearling to 3rd. That's really interesting. He's really curious about what he's doing. Grabbed a power bow.
Like there's some safer resources to grab here before going to the resources, because a lot
Yeah.
of people they watch the resources at the
Oh,
start.
yeah, he pearls into resources slightly afterwards, and now he's better geared to get them. That's pretty smart.
And less of a chance that the other team is just staring at your resources ready to kill you the instant.
Yeah, and no one's really shooting him. Yeah, that worked. And now both teams do have a bridge. Strange is in the house just before first wall. He might be trying to do an early run on that, which was what they did last time they played this map.
Go down and get the TNT supplies in that early room.
Yep, you can do a quick cannon on iron and resources with that. And Kowalski seems to be setting up a PvP spot above their second wall. I don't know if he's preparing to cover a rush on that wall, maybe? Or just to try and delay a resource run?
Well, I know they like to run back to spawn to get that easy cannon on the diamond room and map primary resources.
Yep. I think they actually... Yeah. Ben may be thinking of doing that. Not quite sure. Yeah, or he might do it with the iron, the TNT from first wall, I suppose. Last game, I don't think Waffles went down for first resources. We have Muck going down for first resources for minor fugitives, but he unfortunately was taken out by a zombie. Yeah, because of this drop at the start, he takes a bunch of full damage when he drops down. So it's often a good idea to place the ladder at the bottom of that, but Muck is not doing that. Oh, Ben is pulling back. He may be going to do that diamond cannon you were talking about. Yeah, he is right in position to do the diamond cannon. He has the TNT on him.
Almost in that TNT room at first.
Yeah, so I think he picked up the pearl from just above second. We do have Matt Susan, who is now back in the secondary resources, but he's a lot delayed because of that failure of the initial pearl. We have, yeah, Stranger's in first now. He is actually at the TNT already, so he could well take up this iron, which means that minor fugitives are going to have a really big resource advantage.
This diamond cannon at the spawn like this is actually really powerful. I don't even know if there's a way to counter it this early in the match.
I think the only way you can do it is if you run down into the diamonds really quickly and then place blocks. You could probably counter it because you don't have very much TNT, so it would make it take a few shots. He hasn't fired it yet. I'm not quite sure what he's waiting for. Maybe he needs like a mounting block. I can't remember exactly what. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong lane. I'm being an idiot. Okay, Matt Susan is around second wall now. I'm curious. Oh, he's going past it. Oh no, I think he's just going for the pearl. So they have two people above second, so he may be looking to run that. But they do have Linster, who is very much aware of what's going on, is shooting with. Mark died again in resources, so this is really unfortunate for them. In fact, Paul has gone into the underspawn resources just to pressure Mark, stop him from making any progress.
Strange is about to have all these TNT supplies.
Apparently it's...
Oh, he's setting up a cannon for iron, Strange is.
Yeah. People are talking about lag. Is there, like, are there any other maps running that we can, like, try and close to make it speed up at all, or?
No, we've restarted just before the best of 3 and unloaded the 2 maps.
Okay. Alright, now I don't know what's causing that.
If anything, lag on this map might be caused by ZZ's redstone 1.8 mod fix.
Okay. Yeah, BGR is taking the time to gather all the diamonds from second resources, which makes sense given that their first resources have been taken out.
And they've taken out all that iron and the diamonds, so there's
Okay,
one block.
Ben has actually gone into first resources now with much better gear than Muck, so he should be able to get those. Oh, and we have a run on third from Matt Susan. He has 2 ender pearls, so he may be looking to use those to bypass certain bits of the wool.
Bridge past the first corner.
Yeah, and he can pearl over these second 2 bits of lavas. But he is getting shot by Strange, who's in first wall. Oh, and taken out by a creeper. That's really bad, because, yeah, especially if he can't get back to that stuff before it despawns.
Ben almost has all the diamond.
Yeah, this is looking really unfortunate for Waffles because they went for more of a rushy, low resource strat again, and it just hasn't worked out with Matsuzen dying there. And yeah, oh yeah, he's taken out almost all the iron. This Stranger's taken out all of the iron, just leaving one block.
Surprised they haven't tried making a little more progress on the second here.
Which team? Sublime Waffles? Yeah, Kowalski was just sitting there for a while, not really doing too much. Not sure where he's at now. He's just still in his. I mean, between him and actually BJR, I think might be about to start second right now. He's geared up from second resources. He has Kowalski to cover him from the front, and because Paul's been shooting from the back, he's really delayed the resource run. So normally teams can set up a lockdown from inside resources, but they just haven't been able to get to the point of resources where they get a good angle on second wall.
When there's nobody watching Minor Fugitives second at this point, they could have made some progress there.
BGR is on 4 hearts, but he can block in. And I guess once he starts getting down low, it'll be harder for him to get shot at. Yeah, I guess Minor Fugitives are more focused on like playing the long game, getting resources, than actually rushing walls themselves. I mean, the one rule they did run was first, but I think that was more to actually get the cannon off and get a place to shoot a third. Not dying again in first resources. This is really slowing them down and meaning that they're gonna have a good time in second. Sublime Waffles, that is.
Waffles making...
Yep. Matsuzen throwing his first pearl. Seems to have landed okay. There are quite a few mobs though. This is dangerous. I mean, I'm sure he's practiced this.
That first pearl isn't as bad. We've seen people die trying to do the second pearl. They throw through these low-hanging spawners and they just end up...
Right. I'm sure he's practiced the angle a lot, and there aren't going to be nearly as many mobs waiting after the second pearl. Because there's only one pigman spawner, and there's only one pigman that spawned.
Well, it's third here is a pretty easy pass around if they opt for that.
Yeah. Looks like that season's pretty much done what he needs to do with that. And with BJR making very good progress in second, this is looking quite good for Waffles after maybe a slightly shaky start.
And from the looks of things, Minor Fugitives haven't even, besides that, a little bit of progress in first to get to the TNT supplies.
Well, Ben is actually starting third wall right now, and there is no one to shoot him, so he should be able to get that fairly quickly.
Especially with the water and all that diamond.
Matt's taking the time to take out all the spawners, which I guess he's just being safe. I don't know if he wants those for anything. Because he could come out, I guess, and use that to enchant up, but I don't know, he's probably more likely just going to pass around and suicide. And Paul is in first wall now, he's just started. But that does mean he will be able to shoot at Ben once he gets to a certain point.
Yeah, depending on how cautiously and slowly Ben takes that third wall.
Okay, BGR is now at the bottom of probably the biggest choke point in second wall, which is the big section with the ladders and buttons. But there's no cannon there from Minor Fugitives, so he should be okay, I think. There's only Linster there to shoot him. Linster just has an unenchanted bow and leather armor. And he's taken out. I don't even think he had a spawn set nearby. Yeah.
Ben's stopping to heal and regen. He's on half a heart from the case fighters. That's giving Paul time to get in position to be able to cover him. Depending on if Paul looks once he gets to this corner or not.
Yeah, and BGL's made it up that vertical, so he shouldn't have too much trouble with this lever. And this is, I think some people would say, the harder lever because of that big vertical section there.
Strange is making a push on first. He's almost to the final room.
Yep, Matt Susan is about to touch third wall. Oh, he'd already touched it, but yeah, he's taking out the pigman spawner now. He's probably going to pass around soon.
He crafted a chest. And that is their first lever and second as well for BJR.
Yep, Strange has made it to the Wither Skeleton part. There are 3 that have spawned, but he has fairly good armor, mix of gold and diamond, so he should be okay. He has TNT, which I think he may be about to use to clear out the last room, which is probably...
The TNT sprint that a lot of people have used on this final room.
Maybe. Or maybe you just...
Chaos Cannon.
Yeah, that'll work. It's probably less risky than sprinting in with TNT.
The angle here might be a little rough for it. You might want to clear some of the blocks.
Yeah. Paul's made it to the room with the table. He's in distinctly worse gear than Strangey, so he'll probably be going a bit slower, but he'll...
They're still not making any progress on second, though.
Yeah, and they had that completely open, which they could have definitely gone for. BGR appears to be just running out after getting the lever, which makes sense. It's a little awkward to pass down from there, you have to dig down quite far. And he's not getting very much pressure at all. I
believe it's only Linster that's watching him.
Yeah, I think.
Really that.
Yeah, I think Minor Fugitives may have just given up on going for those main resources. That pressure shooting there from both the front and the back proved to be really effective. Yeah, both teams have sort of succeeded in denying green resources in some way or another. One team with cannons, the other team just by shooting.
We got that door. It's super risky.
Who's on half a heart?
BJR.
Alright. Yeah.
Strange almost got knocked out of the world there by what I assume is a punch bow skeleton that naturally spawned.
Well, okay. Ben is to the TNT supplies in first wall, so I guess about halfway in distance, but he's still got that rather nasty corner with the pigmen and the cave spiders to deal with. And Matt Susan has gone down into first wall to try and shoot him.
Watching him from the corner.
I think it's Matt. I think Paul's further down in the wall. Yeah. Yeah, Strange has TNT'd out a good bit of this. There aren't too many mobs left, so... and he's lit up it as well. I guess he sort of ran in, placed some torches, and ran out again. Should be getting this wall very soon. Yeah, we've definitely seen less sort of cannon work to stop wall runs. TV was played once this tournament, Sean. It was played in Make-A-Wish versus Washed Up.
I believe every map was at least played once.
Yes. Yeah, Tunnel Vision was the only map to not have been played for a while, but yeah, it did get played once. And yeah, that's the first wall touch for Minor Fugitives. So yeah, both teams have one wall, but Sublime Waffles are definitely a lot closer to the 2 that they don't have.
Well, it's that progress for second is huge.
Yeah, and BGR has successfully made it out. He may be looking to re-gear. I don't know if he's collecting maybe more wood and more doors. Oh, Muck has finally made it to the gold room, which is some progress, I suppose. Now that Paul isn't in his PvP spot in the resource on spawn, he will be able to make more progress and potentially gear up to try and lock down the other half of second wall. We have BGR running in to start that other half right now.
Instantly dooring, not even risking it.
Yeah, he got that wood for a reason. Meanwhile, Ben is at... Oh! Wow, Ben is at the corner. He's just blocked in, and there are a lot of mobs around him, but he may actually be able to bridge over them. It's going to be difficult, though. Actually, he's has a spot where he can hit the mobs, and they can't hit him.
Really risky with the mobs that are up there.
Yeah, the cave spiders can kind of maybe get him through corners as well if he's not careful. Yeah, he's gotten poisoned. I'm not sure about the way he's doing this. I don't know. I'm curious if they like went for the potion supply at all, because strength potions are really nice for that corner. It looks like they might have done, but I don't know if they expired or what.
Doesn't look like Paul has made it to that corner yet either. There's a lot. Oh, the spot where Matt was
did Matt spawn mobs for?
He was
Oh,
spawning
wow.
wither skeletons.
Yeah, I think wither skeletons might be one of those mobs where. So for most mobs, there's like a cap of about 6 mobs of the same kind that can be around a spawner. But I think for a few weird ones like blazes and possibly wither skeletons, there isn't that. So you can just build them up, and he's gonna have a really tough time. I mean, he can just shoot them actually, so it's not as bad as it looks. But it's definitely gonna slow him down a fair bit.
Shit, he's making his progress into the cave spider spawner right now. I don't know, Ben's in a really bad position with this corner he's on. The zombie pigman just stacking up. Luckily he's part of the spawn radius is over the void, so it's not as bad as it would otherwise be.
Also, Muck died in first resources again, which is really crucial because he was going for those cannon supplies, which I think might have been the one way they could have stopped BJR.
The cannon supplies, and I think he might also be the person trying to get what they need for their second run. Well,
yeah,
and
quite
as I
likely.
say that, Strange is actually starting a run on second.
Yeah, I mean, this could. I don't think Sublime Waffles are really set up to lock down second, but it is still going to take some time for minor fugitives to run even without pressure.
BJR is very close to being done.
Yeah, although Paul will be a little longer, I would think.
Yeah, he will be, I assume, the wall they're waiting on. I still haven't collected the third pass round either.
Okay, Ben has now successfully cleared out the mobs, and he's taken out the pigman spawner. So he should have third shortly. This is gonna be close. Okay, Matt Susan is coming back to shoot at Strange, who doesn't have the best gear. How many doors does he have? Strange has 11 doors.
That is both levers for Sublime Waffles.
Alright. Yeah, pulls out the Willow skeleton. He's opting to hit them with a sword rather than shoot them, which seems a bit odd because he's going to end up spawning more, but he seems to be doing a fairly good job of it. He's being careful not to get withered. Oh, apparently Ben has no sword left. Yeah, he's just using his bow for the sword. He does have an iron axe, which does a reasonable amount of damage, so it's not the worst. Actually, Paul's sword is fairly close to breaking as well. But he has now lit up. Actually, no, he hasn't quite lit up the wither skeleton area, but he will shortly, I think.
Looks like Paul has a replacement sword, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yep, he sure does. He doesn't have any TNT for the last bit, so maybe slightly longer on that. But you can always tunnel across the top. The strategy we've seen Tom's teams do before. And BGR has the light blue wall. So yeah, they just Paul's the only one left. And Kowalski has now come back to shoot at Strange, slow him down. Doesn't look like he has. Oh no, there is a cannon set up for Strange for the vertical. I'm not sure he realizes because he's not moving out of the way. Oh, he finally is now. Cannon was a little off the mark.
That's a
but
repeatable.
Yeah, cannon timed a lot better, taking out his cover.
It's gonna be hard for him to get up there solo without more assistance.
I mean, one way you can get up that vertical is with an ender pearl. Does he? He does not have one. And Matt's going in to do the other side of second. He have? Yeah, he has doors. Let's see how many. He has 5 doors and 27 wood, so he could make more. The last room in first is open to PvP pressure, so Ben could come down like a level and be in a position to shoot Paul, which It's probably worth it, given that that's the only wall they still need. We'll see if he does that or if he just tries to run out and focuses on trying to help his team get second quicker.
Looks like Strange. They don't have the cannon loaded up here, and Strange is getting ready to blitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up.
It looks like Ben is staying behind to shoot at Paul, and he does have some cannon supplies. I'm not sure how much that's going to do because he probably doesn't want to take out the mobs, but could help once the mobs have been cleared out a bit more.
This is going to come down to them, Paul, being able to finish this last stream at first.
Yep, and Ben is passing around, so he can definitely stay down here to delay. Meanwhile, yeah, Strange has made it up that vertical. He's just
Strange and Muck are making good progress on both their sides.
Because with this sort of, I guess I'll call it the PvP section with the sort of one wide things, you can just door up most of it, so it's actually not too bad to do with not that much armor. Although
he only has 4 doors though, so he has to be really
yeah.
with this. That's why he went back for this too.
It is going to get a bit harder on the sections lower down where it gets more vertical, but yeah, for now it's going okay. You can craft that wood into doors, so he has a bit more than 4 technically, but yeah.
Paul's gotten back to his gear.
Okay. Yep, the Strangers made it into with the spawners. Taking those out now. Should have the torch very soon.
It's coming down to these guys finishing second versus Paul finishing that last room at first. Really
yeah, it's gonna be really close. I'm curious I wonder where BJR's going. Like, he might go into first to help Paul because no, he's just going to shoot actually, because Paul doesn't have that good gear, and they do have people on the team with better gear. I almost think it might be worth BGR running down there to just blitz it, but equally shooting and trying to kill Muck is pretty important as well. Because with Muck so low on doors, I think they can. Oh, and Max Susan cannons him.
I mean, that's a combination of them getting him killed there, but it also did a lot of progress for them on that wall.
Yeah, because he can just reuse those doors. Unfortunately, some of the blocks he's placed before the doors will need to be mined again, but most of the blocks have been mined out.
Strange is going to get that lever.
Yeah, Paul has not really made much progress into this final room, and there are a lot of mobs around. So I think maybe he's like going. He's been hanging around that.
To keep those mobs.
Oh, in fact, Paul died. Yeah, he was shot by a skeleton. All his stuff was on the floor before this room.
That's one thing. Second death. He had died earlier, just right down here.
One thing Paul could think about doing is standing like exactly where he is now. Oh, where Matt is in the room. Where Matt is now, he could probably shoot the mobs like across the void through the corner, but it looks like he's just going to run straight on.
It looks like Matt's just coming in to run the wolf.
Although he only has gold, so he's not the best geared. He does have TNT though, so he can maybe use that to clear out some of the mobs and the spawners. And yeah, Strange does have his lever. He's attempted to come out. He's already made it a good chunk of the way, but he still has the biggest vertical to go.
Where they have that... Oh no, they have the cannon set up for the different one.
Yeah, I mean, that, I guess you wouldn't really set up a cannon for that one, because it's not really a problem on the way down, but yeah, getting out through there can be a bit tricky.
Making slow but steady progress here. There's a lot of mobs he has to make his way through though.
Yeah, he hasn't even quite got the pool stuff. Yeah, I just feel like they should dedicate more resources to this. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how long they can hold them. If they can hold the second lockdown, then it doesn't matter so much, but there's not actually that much more they need to get through, I don't think. Yeah. I'm not quite like. Did those come from? Did those just come from skeletons shooting creepers, or is there a chest with records on the map?
He got that from our resources somewhere. Second.
Yeah, that seems like That
Did
would
Matt-
be very
did Matt
unlikely.
die?
Matsuza fell out of the world. Yeah, I guess he must have got knocked out by a mob. Yeah, I agree, Minnie. Ben is not taking any damage, and they need armor to run second. I think he should pass it out. He could quite easily pass the armor around. Because yeah, Ben doesn't need any armor. Whereas Strange has like some armor, and then the other two.
I assume they're gonna have Strange finish off the other side of second.
Yeah, although he still has much worse gear than Ben, and then the other two people on the team have very, very little gear. They could even maybe send Muck or Linster into third to like shoot, and then Ben could come out because yeah, Ben does not need gear right now.
Both teams are struggling with the final wall that they need because of their resource appropriation.
Oh, Strange did die, but he can probably get back to that fairly easily.
Spot to get back to.
And it's also going to be very awkward to cannon those resources because you'd have to do a diagonal cannon.
Got someone from
Linster's going to third. I think they're going to pass off resources.
Matsuson's coming in with Iron and Diamond to just finally finish off this first one.
Okay, so Doctor, this is game 3. And what's happened so far is I wouldn't say that. Game 1 was pretty high tier, Mini. So Sublime Waffles have second and third, they just need first, and Minor Fugitives have first and third and need second. So yeah.
I would say the Rainager match was pretty good as well. They've just been playing pretty awful on this map.
Yeah, saving all the throws till the end. I mean, it's still been like an entertaining match to watch, and that it's going to be very close. Matt, though, he has a lot of blocks, which is potentially good for blocking off from Ben, and yeah, he's quite sensibly making a sort of safe place where he can hit the...
Linster is in position to shoot at them.
Yeah, right now he can like aggro the mobs towards him and hit them, but more mobs are spawning, so, and because he hasn't got any torches in there. So Linster's there. Has Ben come out now? It looks like he has. So Ben is probably going to go into second, and may well be able to finish it off. Yeah. Although if that bridges, because it's only the ceiling's only one block, your feet will still be sort of visible to get shot from where Linster is. I don't know. I guess you could probably place a wall as well, or even Linster should have cannon supplies, right? Assuming Ben passed them off. Oh no! Did Ben? Yeah, Ben took the cannon supplies with him, so. Yeah, Linster can't cannon the bridge.
Minor Fugitives haven't taken anyone back into second yet to get...
No, I think they're waiting for Ben.
No, they haven't even grabbed Strange's gear yet. Strange's gear's just sitting there decaying still.
Yeah, does he even have... Yeah, he doesn't have any blocks, so if he just goes down there, he's going to die, and I think he's tried to once already, because there's another set of stuff around there. Ben is now coming back, he's above second, so I'm guessing he's going to be the one to go in and run it, and maybe try and get Strange's gear.
Got Matt working on the bridge.
Yeah,
every time he makes a little progress, though, he gets tapped by an arrow or two.
Yeah, they need to set up a cannon for this bridge, but yeah, right now he can just like keep going, and in fact, it's actually slightly difficult to hit him from this level.
He'd have a better shot up on the second level.
Actually, yeah.
It's about the same.
Yeah, and if Matt gets low, he can just go back and regen. Creepers are blowing up, but they're not actually blowing up much of the bridge. He's slowing Matt down a little bit, but yeah.
And Minor Fugitives still haven't taken anyone in for that final section that they need. They need to pick up the pace if they want to make it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Matt's back regening, it looks like. He's getting really close. Still, looks like
yeah, he's above half health.
Strange is in second. no, that's not strange. That's Ben.
Yeah,
Ben's
well-
on the half a heart. In second wool, trying to.
Yeah, and Matt has picked up first wool. And he can just run right back across his bridge.
I need to stop them from getting up to the VM before.
Yeah, although this VM is not really one you can lock down particularly easily because of the sort of you can't really shoot down onto the mountain because Minor Fugitives did win the second game, yes, Swirlen.
Minor Fugitives are putting their two wolves on the VM, but well, they've got one. They haven't put the other one on.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's going to achieve
Looks
though.
like
I mean,
Matt is collecting his wolves and he is climbing up the mountain.
well, in fact, it looks like they have a tunnel set up. Unless he's going there to just get another wool actually. Which ones does he have? He has first and third, so he needs to find second from somewhere. I'm sure they have that safety somewhere.
He's grabbing it right now.
Yeah, we do have. Yeah, Muck's sort of dropping into second. I think more of a desperation rush than anything. Did not end well. And that's the game. Waffles take the tournament for the second year in a row.
Do you want to do a sort of post-game interview?
Sure. Haven't really thought through what we're going to ask, but yeah, I at least want to speak to the teams, see what they thought about that. Yeah, that was a really close series. Like, cool.
Captains, people that are allowed to talk on stream.
Hey Ben.
Hey.
Uh,
Oh, you pulled me in?
Yeah. I guess we'll actually wait for Matt to get here. Are we gonna Sprock? Are we interviewing individually, or are you just?
I can do individually quick, and then I'll have both.
All right, sure. I don't know. How are you feeling after that, Ben?
I don't know. I mean, Strange and Muck's deaths and Muck was lagging a lot at the start of the. We were all lagging. Muck was lagging so much at the start, and he couldn't get through resources.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know. I think that people were unloading maps, so I'm not quite sure where that happened.
I believe the speculation about this map is it's ZZ's like fix for the 1.8 mobs is causing lag on his maps.
Yeah, that would explain why it lagged so much last time. Yeah, that is a shame because you were trying to go for those resources quite a lot and never really managed to get it.
I got the diamonds out, but Muck just couldn't get to the lockdown spot. And it was like, and then they both died in second too. Like Muck was so close, and then Strange would have been able to complete it too if he died.
Yeah. Was your plan for that game to try and have a lockdown on second then?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It was kind of like we were trying to lock down second and outpace them as well.
Okay.
We didn't think they would go into resources and like that.
Although you did take the time to cannon out their resources, I guess was that just in case they did go in?
Yeah, well, we thought they might run really camp lock. I don't know. They could have camped lockdown now, but after the start, when they didn't go for resources, we were expecting them to go down.
Also, one tiny thing that I think cost you a little bit at the end is when you left third, you took the cannon supplies with you. I don't know if, did you think about that and
I thought about carrying that, but the spot that I thought would be best was at the ladders. But then I thought, well, I don't know. That spot's always difficult. And I don't know. I don't know how a cannon would. I don't think it would too much.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it
well,
would have
because
killed
he,
all the mobs for that.
yeah, if you'd like maybe knocked him off his bridge, it could have worked, but it would have been difficult to get right. Anyway, hi Matt.
You? No, it's me. I
Oh,
just came
oh,
here.
hey Paul. I just assumed it would be Matt. Hey Paul, you are entirely welcome here.
Oh, no, I mean, I can get Matt if you want Matt. He knows a lot more than I do.
I
But I
don't
just
mind.
think it's really funny to have me and Ben in the same channel.
Yeah.
on opposite teams now.
How do you feel about winning RAC sort of again, Paul?
It was again. It feels good, man. I played 3 games. That was it
Nice.
right there.
Yeah, you haven't played a full this tournament. Had you sort of like practiced much, or was it more of a sort of last minute thing, or?
I literally haven't practiced. I just did whatever Matt said in the
We could tell.
like he
by
wrote out
you attempting
sentences
to
for
run
everybody.
first on Twisted Runes.
Dude, yeah, I haven't. I've
Yeah,
never like finished that wool on purpose in like an actual game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that made it harder, I guess, is because Matt was stopping to shoot Ben. He'd spawned a bunch of mobs for you lower down, which, yeah, probably didn't work out too great.
Oh yeah, I was
Wait.
super bad.
Wait, what?
And-
What was
So
happening?
Matt was shooting you in third from first wall,
Yeah,
which was spawning mobs on the lower level, because
So
he was
there's
just at the
probably-
corner near the start.
There's between a dozen and 20 wither skeletons just waiting at the entrance to the final room for Paul.
It was like 50% him spawning him and 50% me just being bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, considering you had not played Raceful in a while, that was good.
Yeah,
What-
third went really slow for me. I broke an iron sword.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, what happened there? Because you sort of saw you all like blocked up by the pigment.
Yeah, I knew it was spawning the mobs, but I got back.
Did you use a strength potion for that, or?
No, I gave the strength pot to Strange One first.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I just had a fire res, which I never using anyway. Yeah, I can't. That one was like 3 times harder than it's ever been for me. Like even like I've run it before, but it's been shooting me too. It was so hard. Yeah.
I guess one thing to ask Paul, like, because that first game on AK, that was really intense. Like, were you expecting them to do a Victory Monument lockdown? And if so, had you sort of thought about what you were going to do in response? Or was that sort of counter to very much a thing you came up with on the fly?
So funny thing is, like at like one point, I think right after I got all the diamonds out, I was like, we should probably just go to the Victory Monument like now. And we look up and like you guys have already started cannoning it.
Yeah.
So
that first game is probably it was probably like agonizing to play, but from watching, it was so much fun to watch because it was just like cannons and counter cannons from both sides. And
I think the
It was
critical
so
thing
boring
about
for
that
me.
game, I couldn't. I was trying to make a corner cannon for staircase, and I think I made it correctly, but then I just placed a button in the wrong spot that ignited the shot as well as the charge. Yeah, and I blew it up. And I think if we would have had that corner, that game would have been a lot different because you wouldn't have had that staircase.
Dude, if I like had food at one point when I built the other bridge from Kowalski's side, I'm like 90% sure I would have gotten the wolves.
Yeah. Minor Fugitive did kind of a smart thing where they use mushrooms to have an infinite food source.
Yeah,
Did you guys
there's
just?
a big problem on that map too.
Yeah, I just didn't think of the mushroom. I forgot about it.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
hoping you wouldn't because we like whenever we scrimmed, and so we set up the mushrooms and we were hoping we were actually gonna maybe cannon your mushrooms, but it just never happened. And yeah, that's part of the being lockdown stratas, food deprival.
Being
Which is
able
kind
to
of like-
watch, I was able to catch Muck's run of second on stream this time as well.
Nice.
Oh, Matt's? What about Matt's?
No, Matt never ran second on Erosion. Or not Erosion.
Oh, Rosie.
Rainier.
Oh, Rainy.
Yeah.
I thought you meant AK. Because, like,
Yeah.
Matt went in there with leather armor, and then, like, 2 minutes later, he's like, I'm done. I'm like, what?
Yeah. That was a really impressive run.
I was able to catch Matt's cannon into second on Abandoned Kingdom as well.
By the way, I also stream my perspective if anyone wants to watch it.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
That's cool.
I did not know how to record it, so I just streamed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't record. I can't record 30 minutes, so there's no point
No.
to record anything.
Well, maybe you shouldn't always play for the long game then, Ben. Then if you aim to finish quickly, you can record your matches.
I mean, Twisted Ruins wasn't not supposed to.
Twisted Ruins came down to. It was like really close.
It was, yeah. Strange just died. And then I was stuck in third for a while because I was trying to, shoot the guy running, and I knew you guys were gonna do the bridge, but we wanted to have someone there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we were trying to get Linster and Muck over there, and they kept up.
I actually think
I was just stuck down there.
the 3 matches, the one that was the most one-sided was Rain Eater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we at one point you punch bowed BJR out of the world. He lost a ton of shit, and then when he died in First Wool, and then I died and you cannoned or flame bowed myself.
Yeah. Were you planning on
at that point?
Now that you can't, I was just gonna say, now that you can't have liquids in the void, the first lockdown with the lavas, you can just one cannon, and it's just like you can use fire res, but you can
we did the fire res thing through it the first time.
Yeah, and if there's an arrow attached to you, you can. Just impossible to get, pretty much.
Yeah, I think in this tournament. Yeah, he is a bit. I think in this tournament we've generally seen some really strong lockdowns on one-way PvP walls, which I guess has been a combination of the fact that you can't have liquids in the void, and also I think people have just gotten better at cannoning, especially dry cannons to really quickly kill a wall runner, like we saw in the first game, the first lockdown.
It's kind of like the required answer to the door strats is.
I don't see a lot of people doing quick dry cannons though.
Well, it's been mostly like this best of 3.
You should watch the game your team played against us. There was a bit of that game.
Also, I was really wanting to see your guys' strats, and that's big at winners finals. They got to reveal strat, which is fine, and that didn't happen.
I don't think we saved strats, as far as I know. We just went in.
Matt's using definitely has strats for each map.
Oh yeah, do you want to see all I had for Sylvan Cliffs was, it says, Paul, Sylvan Cliffs, you do third. That is my entire strat doc for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, I should probably put the paste HTML for the third game in chat. Let's do that.
Yeah, and Rain Eater, now that I think about it.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
On Rain Eater.
Oh, you're just cutting out.
I was saying on Rain Eater at the beginning, really bad too. You guys are just controlling the village.
Yeah, my entire thing was just to pester Muck or your resource runner.
Yeah.
Yes, seemed like you were a lot more interested.
Forever, I feel like.
But then we ended up winning resources somehow.
Well, I guess the thing is because Paul was
that
shooting
Muck cannon on Twisted Ruins is basically uncounterable.
Yeah, that too. Well, the only thing is that, did you see how I got into second resources that game?
Yeah, we caught it on stream.
I did a double Ender Pearl. I Ender Pearled to third, picked up the Ender Pearl near third, and then Ender Pearled into second resources just to catch you guys off guard, and it totally worked. Yeah, you guys didn't see me. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one way to counter the Diamond Cannon on Twisted Ruins, is to just shoot the guy in second resources a lot.
Yeah, that was really smart.
Yeah, we thought of that as soon as the game ended.
I'm sorry, I was not.
So I Ender Pearled. There's an Ender Pearl between second and third on the top of the lane.
Yeah.
So I Ender Pearled from spawn to that Ender, and then I took that Ender Pearl and I Ender Pearled to second resources from.
Oh, the diamond resources.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the diamond ore resources.
And then he gets second resources, grabs TNT stuff, and then goes to spawn and cannons your primary resource diamonds before you could ever hope to have them.
Mm-hmm.
Primary resource diamonds. What resource diamonds are you talking about?
Twisted Ruins.
And then Twisted Ruins.
Oh, Ruins. Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah, I thought Paul was
map. No. It all made sense. Now it makes sense. Now, we were never going to go for those as far as I know. So,
yeah. We thought you might, but I don't know. We could have changed the strat and just not. Kind of fit in really well with the strat anyway.
Well, it's even
It
with
is-
your go-to. If someone had gone faster into second again, you still would have finished earlier. If you hadn't been delayed so much by the pigmen, you still would have probably finished earlier than them. It was a insanely close match. How little both teams had to finish to be done with the map.
Yeah, like I said, I really wanted to come out third, but I couldn't because Mucker Leinster couldn't get to me. It was just really annoying. I was there for not doing anything. My arm. Also, all my iron armor running that wall. It's crazy. Yeah, you guys should have. Now I kind of wish we played Erosion because we completely changed. I feel like it would have been pretty good.
Yeah, I think we were pretty confident on Erosion considering how it went last time.
Yeah, well, we completely changed the strats, so throw you off guard.
I don't know. Spoilers. I don't know how it went last time. I just know we won.
Oh, you guys completely dominated us on Erosion.
Nice.
Yeah. You kind of just, got a fairly
It was
big resource
completely
advantage.
one-sided.
And yeah, just went from there.
Nice. Well, those are fun games, but I think I've had enough.
Yeah, those were really fun.
I've had enough Minecraft for a little bit, but that was the most fun I've had playing Race Roll in a while.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Well, speaking of
Alright.
more race roll in Minecraft, I was on vacation, so stuff didn't go up as soon as I wanted it to. But the Twitch emote votes should be going up this week, and people that want to join the map selection committee for next year should get in contact with me, and I'll add you to groups for the discussion channel for that in the Discord. And we'll get the document for that set up. And also, there will be a map making contest starting soon, and the winner of that will be one of the 7 maps for next year's tournament.
Can I just contact you right now? Can you add me to this group?
Sure, dude.
Alright.
And captains need to send me their PayPal IDs for their prize money.
Wait, I actually win something for this. I forgot about that.
It's $240, I think, to the
I'll have
winning
to
team.
message you something about that too. Because we had some. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how Matt ended up doing it last year because he has a lot of foreign players that he can't just send money to.
Yeah, ZZ and I are the only 2 in the US. And then Matt's Canadian and BJR's.
Well, it was fine
from
between
UK.
Canada and the US. But
UK
I
and then
think he
Germany
has some
too.
problems.
Yeah. Does that make it a bit hard for you guys to all be on at the same time, or do the Europeans just stay up late?
Stay up late.
Fair.
What is it for you guys? 2:30, 3 right now?
Yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what. So I think he just stayed up late.
All right. Do you have much else to say, Srock, or are we about done here?
I think we're good. Hopefully ZZ doesn't play Race for Roll anymore, so he can just stream everything.
Yes. It would, yeah.
Which I think having a co-commentator for this made it a lot less awful than my trying to solo stream the Race for Roll match.
Yeah, I'm glad someone showed up.
Thanks.
So that way I can watch it and it'd be bearable. Thank you, Ski Trip.
No problem. Sorry that I didn't really know what I was doing with this interview, but yeah. And thanks for playing, everyone.
I say the interview went pretty well. Pat on the back.
Oh.
Wait, one question for you.
Yeah.
As a spectator, did our skins confuse you?
I just looked at
A
the names the whole time.
little, but you could just see the names above people's heads, so it wasn't too bad.
I don't know anyone's skins regardless, so even on teams with different skins, I have to look at their name every time anyways.
Come on, you have my Minecraft skin. Normally.
Well, yeah, normally, but I don't know anyone on any other teams, and this is the first time you've played, so it's not really applicable.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna go... Goodbye.
Bye.
Good tournament. Nice job.
I'm going to end the stream. I mean, decent tournament. At best.